Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I give my friends a ticking clock. I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. So with me is Galway playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, my name's Galway, pronouns he, him, his, and I play Caloran Charity, whose pronouns are also he, him, his.
And then Adam playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hello, everybody. Yes, my name's Adam. That is Ziggy behind me. Ziggy, my friend of the feline persuasion. My pronouns are he, him, his, or they, them, theirs, whichever anybody prefers. And I play Burbage Kemp, and his pronouns are he, him, his. And Ziggy's pronouns are...
Yes, Ziggy playing the Tabaxi assassin, half-elf.
Ziggy has not expressed a preference, although we use he, him for Ziggy.
We need to have somebody be able to cast Speak to Animals.
Wait, the Tabaxi
half-elf, yep.
The Tabaxi assassin half-elf.
Yep.
Anyway, happy to be here.
Lena playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, yeah, I'm Lena. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm playing Stormbringer, whose pronouns are also she, her, hers.
Rachel playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I am playing Clem, and we both use she, her, hers.
And Darcy playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari.
Hello, I almost said I'm Hakari. I'm Darcy. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. Hakari's are she, her, hers. And back by unpopular request is a song for you all tonight. Yo, caught in Hakari violence. Yo, caught in Hakari violence. Ha 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 ha. Hakari, Hakari violence. I want your sword. I want it for free. I'll stab at anything as long as it's not me. I want your blood. Blood, blood, blood. I want your blood. I want it psycho. I'm touched in the head. I drink so much I should probably be dead. I want your blood. Blood, blood, blood. I want your blood. You know that'll cut you, and you know that'll stab you. I want it Hakari, Hakari violence. I want your blood and I want all your friends, you and them with Hakari violence. Oh, I want your blood and I want all your friends, you and them with Hakari violence. Yo, caught in Hakari violence. Yo, caught in Hakari violence.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yay!
and as always, we've made it canon so that Hakari actually starts singing or humming this in game at this moment, coming out of a Fey possessed stupor.
Drunken stupor.
Yeah. Thank you. That was amazing. Ridiculous. Love it. All right. So welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds that we would love for you to listen to wherever you find your podcasts. We got Goats and Dragons. That's what this is. There's also Helpful Goat Gaming, Helpful Goat Presents, where we play like shorter campaigns, one-shots, plus the interlocking campaign, GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr. Which is brilliant. And we also have Dom and Dragons, the 25 episode campaign where we played with actor Dominic Monaghan, which was enjoyable and quite enjoyable. We're also affiliate on Twitch which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And don't forget, if you have that Prime Gaming, you can go under the sub button, and it should give you a Prime Gaming sub underneath all of that, and you can subscribe for free through that, which thoroughly, even if you don't subscribe to us, if you could subscribe to another small stream, that would be amazing, because we get help from that, and it's totally free for you guys. We also have the exclamation point merch command that you can type in chat, and that'll take you to our merch page. Anything crazy going on in merch recently?
Not right now. I'm in the process of getting a new set of stuff.
We got some good stuff in there already, though, too. So find your way to that, and you could get something and help us at the same time. And if you have everything and you don't need anything, that's also fine. You can help us out by going to exclamation point KO-FI or coffee, and you can just buy us a coffee or something. All the proceeds go to straight to making podcasts and editing and getting the equipment that we need to continue to do this fun thing that we do, which is play stories for you and for us. And we really, really enjoy doing it, and your support means a ton and helps us get better and better. Slightly more professional, even though it's us. We're cheeky. We're never gonna be fully professional, because that's just not who we are. But it will, allow you to hear us, that sort of thing, which is always good. And if you decide that you like us, you can type exclamation point Discord in the chat, and that'll get you a link to our Discord server. And we hang out in there all the time. We play games. We watch movies. Rachel reads to us. We, do all kinds of fun things. And you have direct access to us at that point if you want to come in there. And it's a lot of fun. Also, we have exclamation point donate. And if Galway, you wouldn't mind talking about.
Yeah, right now, exclamation point donate is a series of charities mostly based in Ukraine, selected by Ukrainians in order to provide assistance to national infrastructure, children, etc., in the wake of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. As always, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, we encourage you, go check out that link, look at the charities that are available there, and if you can, give a little something. We appreciate it.
Excellent. And I believe Chelsea has a poem?
Yes, it's in our Discord chat as well.
I just assumed, because Chelsea's amazing and always provides a poem. Would someone like to read it?
I can. I haven't read one in a while.
Please do.
Heroes, drunken enjoyment, adventure, long rests. Long ago, the 4 core story elements of this tale lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Army and Behelabitch attacked. Only the family and Clem, who's totally family by now, can stop them. With the help of their allies, a dragon, Clue, and perhaps a fae or two, I believe the family can save the world. Oh, wait, wrong story about fire armies. My bad. Much love, FOR crew. I can see and hear you.
So good.
It's awesome. Thanks, Chelsea.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Beautiful.
'Tis beautiful. All right. Anything else? I think that's about it. And if that's the case, we can get started with tonight's episode of Fates of Ryn.
Every time you hear that, I still hear 8-bit Heroes start in my mind.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm too trained from years of that
Years of
being
doing
the
it.
segue. And I'm just like, what? Nothing? Oh, right. It's been a while.
Weird.
So previously on Goats and Dragons, the Fates of Ryn, the family found a dragon, hurt, on the verge of death. It was Pelatoth, their old friend? He arrived with a gigantic spear sticking out of him. And once removed through a heroic effort of strength, he turned into the form of an old woman and fainted. Upon bringing Pelatoth back into town and setting up in Aideen's place, the family got to work figuring out when the army of flame would reach Cliffmill, if indeed they are headed here. While this was happening, and while Stormbringer was beginning to interrogate the fairy named Tawndry, Hakari's body was taken over by a fey creature, a servant of the stranger. Apparently, the stranger needs to pick sides in the upcoming conflict between the material and the divine. For now, it appears, the stranger is betting on the family. After the departure of this creature, Pelatoth awakes and exclaims the name of Ragnar as a new general for the army of flame. Now, ladies and gentlemen, still standing in Aideen's place, what is it you would like to do?
I've just had the fairy leave, right? Like I was off in the corner by myself, and
Yes.
I've just had the fairy leave.
Yeah.
I think that was also kind of when, like, Charity was yelling at the Fae in Hakari's body for like maximum distraction.
Sure, yeah.
Because we were weaving those two scenes together. That's it.
Yeah.
Charity will probably at the sort of declamation from Pellet be like, "Oh, good. As long as it's an ancient dragon, hooray! Should we let Tawndry go so they don't murder her when they drop off the Dawn package, or interrogate her further?" Or
Yeah, that's already taken care of.
which one?
I murdered her. No, I let her go.
You picked an option C that wasn't even there. Okay. That's probably good. Hopefully she's still running. Okay, so
Yeah, we had a whole conversation, and this stranger seems like kind of a dick, and so I just encouraged her to leave.
it's a good call.
But we got
so-
a dragon on our side, right? I mean, I don't know you, but you seem like, I mean, well, I was gonna say you seem strong, but you don't. You seem weak as shit right now, but you're on our side, and you'll eventually get strong, right?
I am Pelatoth, the winter
I'm Clem.
nightmare,
Nice to meet you. Oh, you're still going.
the brisk fang, the chilly whiteness. I don't. Not all the names are amazing.
Yeah, no, that last one needs some work, I think.
I didn't pick it.
The white chill. The big white chill.
I don't think that's good either.
No, alright, you got that BWC energy.
The chilly whiteness maybe sounds like a guy who's frozen. Anyway, don't worry about it. So, I mean, I'm sure you're great, but right now you got your ass kicked by somebody, right?
Yes. By Ragnar. And the woman starts to kind of ease off the bed, stretches a bit, and coughs, and kind of leans on the bookcase next to the bed and starts to make their way over to the map on the table where Aideen is at.
map time.
Nap time?
Map. I think Pelatoth is going to show us a route for the
Man,
people
I could
coming
have
to
really
kill us.
gone for a nap, but no, a map sounds good too,
I mean, it's definitely not as exciting, but okay.
right?
Pelatoth, please.
I would love to take a nap.
You
And
just
he
spent
does.
like an
He
hour unconscious.
didn't do me any good. Why does this have no dynamic lighting? Thank you. Right. So he starts to kind of draw kind of a path straight toward Cliffmill in this sort of north eastern direction. And he just kind of adds to what Aideen has already been mapping out. And so he sort of draws a little bit more in a wider arc. And he's like, the army could simply be going through the mountains at this pass. Is there any reason they would go to Bovalia, the city? And Aideen is, the way they moved, it didn't seem like they needed to go past. I mean, they don't really need. They don't tire. They don't slow down. They don't even sleep. I don't think they care whether they go straight over the mountain or through a pass. I don't know why they would go northern more than they should. And then Pelatoth kind of looks around at the rest of you. Is there any reason this army of flame would march straight here? What is it about this place?
I don't think we know that, but the fire dudes have had real hard-ons for us for a while. They just show up and blow up inside people, and maybe it wasn't related to us. Maybe it was just a big coincidence every single time.
Sorry, could you elaborate on what you mean by the fire people show up and blow up inside of people? Because that's new to me.
So this thing called the fire blight, where we don't really know how people were getting it, but somehow they were having fire elementals inside of them, and then go boom, and they die, and the fire elemental would be outside of them.
There's a whole bunch of towns sort of along the coast that have been utterly destroyed. Yeah, that's actually how that happened. It was fun. We've gotten to see its after effects twice and been in the middle of it once.
The same was happening in Lesser Banya as well. Cities burned to the ground.
Is there an army of living flame marching from there too?
No.
So
something opened a rift in the great sand wastes, allowing this army to pass through.
Okay. That's not great. So reasons that they would be marching here, Charity will kind of walk to the window of Aideen's house and point at the spire. That could be tangentially related.
We don't know, right? Because this could all just be a wild coincidence. Everything bad happening in the world doesn't have to have one source. But it seems likely, I guess.
Even 20 fire elementals couldn't melt that fire. I know ice. I know what holds your friend.
But...
That's your friend? Sorry.
Yeah, So... Behelit... There seem to be a lot of prophecies, and you've been alive long enough to realize that prophecies usually aren't real precise and clear in their wording. So there's a chance that Vimeris still has some role to play, and this place has some role to play. We all definitely seem to be involved in the prophecies, so...
This is concerning.
Yeah, how do you think we feel?
Well, I can give you the information I know.
From an ancient perspective of your old dragonness, in addition to the information you know, how would you fortify a town like Cliffmill if this army was coming to make sure that Cliffmill would be okay? Moats? Lots of moats?
I'm afraid there is little you can do to fortify this area. Setting traps in the wilderness before the army gets here Perhaps calling upon every friend you have, bringing them here to defend it, seems the only choice.
Hey, Seamus, can I get Hamster Lad's magical Etch-a-Sketch? Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good one.
And Charity's just going to write down on the, which I think is like the sending board, like, when you have a moment to chat, we probably should. Hi, this is Charity of the family, by the way.
I like the idea of setting traps in the woods. That reminds me of a time when I was a child in Diefield, and I was left home alone by my irresponsible and bitchy mother. And anyway, my house was beset by wolves.
Jeez.
And I set some traps for them. Anyway, so we could totally do that.
So wait, Burbage, you recounted to us the story of how you would run through the forest and there were wolves, and then also the wolves like besieged your house, which is in the center of the magically walled city of Dive. What did you do to wolves?
I didn't do anything to these wolves, all right? They were always getting up in my and Avery's grill, and then Avery left, and then they just had it out for me for some reason. Like, they would follow me into town. Or, like, one time, I manipulated my mother into moving into a different address in Diefield, like, because the wolves knew where we lived. And I was like, you know, I did all these machinations to sort of get my mother to move us to another house that, like, you know, was a better house. And somehow the wolves knew where to find me there, too. Isn't that strange? Isn't that odd?
Perhaps the person outside the window has more information on this. Did none of you hear them scoff?
Did I? Did Burbage?
You have no idea what he's talking about.
At this, I will.
Stormbringer's gonna like fucking like, fuck. What is that thing? That the big red thing? Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man bursts through the door with her axe up
Okay.
to grab
Well,
something.
at least you
across
chose the
window.
door and not the wall.
You see, you see Avery hanging on the side of the hut that you're in with one arm, going, "Shit, Skype is easier when you have two arms."
I'm gonna grab him.
What are you doing, Avery? We just saw you. Burbage doesn't need to see you like every 2 hours.
I'm sorry, I was just looking in on my brother.
I'm gonna bring him inside.
Oh, I don't have to go. I was
No, you, like Charity asked better questions. than
just
I did.
eavesdropping just a bit. I didn't.
I did that a lot earlier. It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Oh,
I
great!
know.
It's
It's another sneaky halfling.
Hey,
Who the fuck is
Avery.
this?
I'll
This
set him
is-
down in front of everybody.
Avery, Clem, Avery. Avery Clem is sort of racist against halflings.
I was just gonna ask, is that a little?
Sort of.
I mean, listen, I've just been taught my whole life that you can't trust him. And so far, I mean,
Wow.
Burbage is helping with that? Question mark?
He just kind of glares at you a bit.
Don't worry, you'll grow to love me.
Sorry, listen, this is not a conversation for me. I simply could go back to my place.
It was
Avery.
a conversation for you when you included yourself in it, so now here you are.
I was dragged in here literally.
No, I meant the listening part. Conversations sometimes can just be one-sided.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Avery, my friend Pelotov here says that you scoffed outside the window. What do you think you are? Some kind of scofflaw?
I'm some sort of scoffer, just sort of scoffing at everything. Scoff. That's me. Yes.
What were you scoffing at?
The fact that you think you don't know why the wolves were after you.
Well, All right, you know what? I've put up with this long enough. People coming around and telling me things that I should know. Oh, assuming that, Burbage must know. Hey, Burbage, you're going to talk him out of it? You're going to talk him out of it? Oh, Burbage, are you even going to stop him? Hey, Burbage, don't you know why the wolves were after you? No, I don't. If someone could just fucking tell me what was happening and what is happening and what will happen in the future, then I might very well regain some sense of groundedness and composure in my strange, absurd little life.
You would sneak into the wolf dens and pull their tails.
Oh, you think it was those same wolves?
I think it was those same wolves, yes.
Oh, shit. I
There's a
don't...
simple cause and relation to that.
You think that...
Yes,
Oh,
I think
man.
that's why
Charity's
a whole
just-
generation of wolves were after you.
Charity's just gonna walk around slowly behind the brothers Kemp and just like slap both of them upside the head.
How
Ow!
All
No.
right, if we can have gotten that resolved, not really
No, but-
mystery. Jesus Christ, Burbage, that's not a good hobby.
I guess, you know what? I forgot that back then I didn't have expertise in stealth. So it makes sense that...
Yep, that was the problem here. You sure identified it.
Well, if I'd had the expertise in stealth then, they probably wouldn't have even caught me pulling their tails.
can we get back on track?
I'm just gonna tell Randolph to stand behind Avery and breathe loudly.
Since Charity is also behind Avery, you're just gonna hear Charity. Oh, good. Hey, Avery, why were you listening in?
I saw you drag this poor elven woman unconscious into this place, wondering what my brother was getting up to. And you wouldn't have even known anything if Pelly over here didn't hear me scoff. Well, that was my fault. I scoffed. I'm a scoffer. I'm a big scoffer. And if I could have pulled myself up quick enough, I'm just a little weak still. And he kind of like holds where his arm used to be, making eye contact with all of you.
It's really...
Charity's
I could
gonna-
probably get you another arm if you want. I got a bag.
Charity's going to look at Randolph.
That's horrific.
Do you emit saliva in any way? Can you like lick him?
Yeah.
He like spits and dribbles on the ground.
Ugh.
We'll work on
What-
the accuracy.
What is
Little
that? What the fuck is that?
Don't touch me.
What is happening?
That's a fair question.
That's
That is that is the worst thing I've ever seen. I've been through many
Watch your
strange and
words.
terrible things in this campaign, and this takes the cake for
He's
horror.
our new companion. He's my servant. I made him while you guys were off doing whatever you were doing. I created him, Randolph. Randolph, this is everybody. Everybody, this is Randolph.
Good lord.
He is here to help us. He can do easy tasks and fight. Right, Randolph?
Don't touch me.
He doesn't like to be touched.
Nobody wants to touch you, Randolph. Nobody's ever going to want to touch you.
Hey, that's really harsh. You
He
just
spits.
met Randolph. It takes
As-
all different types, Burbage.
As he spits again, Charity's like, good, you're working on it. I'm just gonna like hover my hand right near him and cast guidance. Let's see if this helps you with that. There you
I
go.
bet people who look like Randolph think that we look like monstrosities.
Randolph is a kind.
There's a lot of assumptions inside that question that we're not going to unpack right now. But anywho, yeah. So Avery, any fun flavor you want to add to any of the discussions that you've been eavesdropping on so far?
What? I just got here, didn't I? I don't exactly know what all's happening, except that woman has a very, very low voice. And that's not typical of elderly, elven women. But
Insight check. How long was he out there? Or 16.
He's probably only been out here for a few minutes. Like you said. It's hard to read him, but you don't have much to go on.
Hey, Avery, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do a scoffing sound right now. I want to
wait.
hear you scoff. Do it again. Yeah.
Hold on, just for that, and this was potentially important.
Yeah.
Are we still in the zone of truth?
Oh, yeah. He would have walked into it.
Yeah.
Or been dragged into it, yes.
He has entered the area of a zone of truth spell, and Adine knows the success or failure of his rolls.
The reason I'm asking you to scoff for me, Avery, is because I want you to represent the sound I'm making in my head right now. Because little did you know, you just entered a house where we expect complete honesty.
Over his shoulder, Adine looks at you, Charity, and like shakes her head.
Yeah, okay. So why do you feel like you shouldn't be truthful with us?
It's not that I'm not truthful. I'm just. This isn't about me. All right. This is about you and your group, and I don't want to take the spotlight from you. So,
Hey, Randolph, why don't you give it another go?
He licks up the back of his leg.
Oh, I
That's a
should not
good-
have worn shorts today. Oh,
Charity will hover his hand and give him guidance again. Good job, buddy. Good job.
That
why
by
is it?
far was the most disgusting thing to ever happen in this campaign.
There is too much Randolph hate here.
Why is
Char-
it sticky
Randolph
like
is
honey?
beautiful.
Charity will point at him. He'll touch you.
God damn it!
I'm sorry, did Charity just do a Randolph impression?
Seemed like that. Keep up, Burbage.
Oh.
So, is Hakari just like slumped on the floor somewhere?
No, you're up at this
Oh, I
point.
am up.
Yeah, you're still probably
Okay.
drunk, but
I'm just gonna yell, water! Like, hold my hand out. Water!
Pelitoth kind of puts a finger over a bowl and starts to swirl the finger around, and the bowl fills up slowly with water.
So we're so thirsty right after her random songs.
Oh, right. That is also
Bowl and
occurred.
drink it, and then go, water!
He
Water.
does it again, frowning a little bit more.
I do that like a few times until I'm not thirsty anymore.
You better give
And
her
I'm
the
a little
water.
more with it. What?
Better give her that water, or else she'll do Hakari violence on you.
Yep.
He does it over a bucket this time. Ken hands it to you.
I don't care who listens, but you need to know Ragnar is the top of the order. Every major chromatic dragon has a representative of the order, and Ragnar is the ruler of that order. Even the great white representative, not me, someone even older than me, would not dare go against him. And I'm afraid he now has been cajoled or under some sort of magic to help this living flame army. He's now their general. Turned on me. In fact, he was the one that stabbed me.
He stabbed you, but he's a dragon.
Dragons also have hands.
I figured they'd be strong. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's just a really judgy thing to say, Clem.
I just assumed that like their jaws would be stronger than their sword hand.
When you get to my age, you can fend off a few jaws. What he stabbed me with was a dragon-killing weapon.
Oh, that's fair. Thank you for. I didn't realize that. Can we get one of those? Not for you, of course, but
Well, there's one laying in those woods. You pulled it out of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have it.
Yeah, and was like several stories tall.
It was way too big to be wielded by anyone your size. Yeah.
I gotta build a bigger Randall.
Yeah.
I get out my sword and I'm like, let's go to the woods
We just came from the woods.
on this quest to find the spear. And I just sort of like, woo, out the door.
Okay.
Hey, Hakari, I don't
Crazy.
think we're going right now.
I
Hakari-
continue just out the door.
Hakari,
You just hear me going, woo, 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 woo. I'm
I-
zigging and zagging.
as you're outside, you see a few guards flanking a very squat figure, and a very large elephant trailing behind, an elephant person trailing behind. And this you recognize as Missy, the mayor of the town, who seems to be walking up the path toward the house as well.
Missy, high five! I jump and then I continue my woo, 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 running.
You jump entirely over Missy.
Oh, I forgot. Isn't she
Very
She's a
short dwarf.
dwarf.
very short? Okay, I lean down, high five Misty, because I would have known this. And then I do my wooing towards the forest.
Should what? I guess she's opted out of this conversation. Charity quickly does some calculations of how far it is to the woods where Adine's house is located. I'm like, I don't know. There's probably under like a 40% chance she even makes it to the gates. So, and like as we still hear the distance, woo, woo. Plus, we'll probably be able to find her. So it's probably good.
I'm confused. Who is the wild card in this group, me or her?
I think definitely her.
I mean, it seems like there's two at least, because I don't know about this shady one over here. Points to Clem.
Charity points out the door. Wild card points at you. Joker points at Randolph. Abomination.
Don't touch me.
Not going to, buddy.
Joker. The Joker. Hey, look at this furry scar of a sweater. You want to know how I got this scar? My friend Stormbringer gave it to me as a Christmas present. No, sorry. As a Bavarian Candle Festival present. So I'm the Joker. I'm the Joker.
Aww.
I've not seen that film.
And he Peltoth then kind of wanders over to you and starts to run his finger over the scar.
This was a good gift. Foresight. You will need that.
Yeah, I guess it was.
What are your plans? What are you going to do? Shore up the defenses of this town and hope for the best?
Well, Charity's gonna like look at Avery.
Wait, Charity, I have an idea. What if we got a really, really, really big bucket and Peliototh filled it with water and Peliototh flew over the army with it and poured the water on them?
I like this.
I mean, vis-a-vis fire elementals, that's actually not a terrible idea. But okay, look, Avery, you're probably aware that there's a spell of Zone of Truth in this area at the moment.
Sure.
Could you just do me a favor and allow yourself to be affected by it so you can answer this one question, and then I'm not going to ask you more questions. You can just not have to answer anything else, but I'd like at least the encouragement that you're going to respond to me truthfully about this question.
Give me the question first, then, so I know.
Are you on our side?
He kind of concentrates for a second, and then Adine kind of locks eyes with you, Charity, and nods.
Okay. Am I on your side? I started out being on the side of my brother. I'll be honest. But it seems he's intertwined with you, so it's transferred to you too. Anything you need from me? Anything I can do to help? I'm on your side.
What are your skills?
Well, I'm quite good at sneaking.
Yeah, so's your brother.
Well, not
What do you
quite
bring that's
as
new?
not quite as good as my brother, but I'm good at stabbing. I'm pretty quick.
Bill?
I was able to infiltrate things and sneak out with information pretty easily, killing who I needed to. Yeah, I'm decent.
So what you're telling us is you're on our side, but you're basically a second-rate Burbage.
I was born first, but
Sure.
Oh, so he's version 1.
All
Doesn't have all
right.
the upgrades.
That's what it is.
One
Yeah.
last question, Avery. Who actually killed Forsyth Brigand?
he just kind of smiles weakly at you.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not going to be answering that one.
Wait, who's Forsyth Brigand?
Does Burbage even know?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but it must have something to do with this sweater, because Pelitoth just came over, stroked my sweater scar, and said something about Forsyth.
Did he?
Foresight. The general concept of being forward-looking and preparatory.
So this Forsyth Brigand, he must have been a fortune teller?
I did not
Burbage,
kill
I think
Forsyth Brigand.
It's 2 words.
I don't know anyone that killed
Forsyth?
Forsyth Brigand.
Charity's going to hold up a finger, make eye contact with Randolph, and point at Burbage. Go to it, buddy.
No! Get away from me! Burbage runs out after Hakari. Burbage is. I'm opting out of this conversation!
I want to touch you.
Avery, I'll talk to you later. Bye! Wah!
As
You just run past Missy, who's nearly at the door at this point, and she looks.
Charity's just going to sort of. It's magical to watch them learn.
I give Missy a high five.
Randolph, why do you listen to Charity better than you listen to me?
Sorry. He hobbles back over to you.
Does he run fast or like how does
No.
he run? Okay, good.
Awkwardly, his little wings are trying to beat. He's trying to fly, and he maybe gets like a few inches off the ground at times, but he's
It's
still
more
learning.
just like a hop with hang time than it is flight.
Yeah, he's still learning.
Okay, so now that we've established that question, thank you, Avery, for your willingness to undergo the zone of truth to make me confident in the answer. I'm sure you can understand why. So our plan is, yes, shore up this place as much as we can, as quickly as we can, but also there's something else that Behelit is interested in, and we are interested in for our own reasons in addition. It is the Hellfire. Because you commented that all of the armies of the fire elementals aren't getting him out of that, but Hellfire could.
That's why they're involved.
I need a no on the pronoun game. That is why who are involved.
The royalty of the Plane of Fire. They were the ones that created Hellfire. It was stolen from them.
Okay, so there's sort of
many years ago.
So they're worried about copyright infringement here.
Perhaps they're being persuaded with the promise of its return.
So, do you believe that if we were to be able to obtain it, surely a more convincing bid of "we'll return this to you" is had by actually possessing the thing? Do you think we could get them to change sides? Just go away, even?
Perhaps. But if this is also about a god trying to come into this plane...
Yeah, that's the other part.
That would be its greatest weapon. And a weapon against them. Hellfire changes everything. I didn't put the pieces together until right now, but... do you know where it is? Can you find it?
We have leads, at least. Andy, out of character.
Yeah.
Pelatoth was with us when we talked to Israk Devere.
Yeah.
And wasn't Israk Devere the one who had first raised the idea that Charity's silver flames and the fact that he was able to wield that his silver flames were probably why he was able to wield hellfire at all and not just instantly die.
Yeah.
And that also would then potentially be why Bahilit is so interested in me.
Yes.
As
an avatar. The idea that if Bahilit could take over your body and wield the flame, game over.
Yeah. So, but Pelatoth was there for that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Have I completely misplaced who that conversation was with? So, the elemental plane of fire is interested in regaining hellfire, and so presumably that's why they're, if not serving Bahilit, acting in Bahilit's interests.
It seems, yes. Why Ragnar is interested, I'm not exactly sure. Perhaps they offered him a gift or something to aid this army, but that's a mystery to me.
So Ragnar is leading this army of fire, but Ragnar is a dragon. Not when I say like you, I don't mean of the same type, but he is of this world, unlike the fire army.
Correct.
You mentioned that he was the leader of sort of draconic representative republic.
Yes, mostly through might alone. No one would challenge him.
Does that mean that other dragons are likely to be with that army?
If he persuades them, yes.
By persuade, do you mean beat the shit out of?
Threaten, yes. There are not so many of us ancient ones left, but... I could maybe get to one. Maybe two.
But more dragons would probably be good, as long as they're fighting on our side.
Yes. Azulamance is the ancient blue dragon representative. He has always been on the side of Ragnar. He would
Okay.
fall quickly.
Okay.
But perhaps... Yes. Maybe I have my path now laid out in front of me.
So, our current goal is to find the Hellfire. If nothing else, because it's fairly clear that Behelit is looking for it, and it's also fairly clear that it is currently the only means that anyone has been able to come up with that can answer or provide a solution to a thing I have vowed to do, which is revive my brother Vimeris. But, reviving him in there isn't gonna end well.
And you do recall, so far your leads have been Israk believed that it was with Ponway, and Hakari believes that it's still somewhere or tied to at least Federa. Since the last thing that killed her in a previous life was you wielding this in Federa.
Charity is gonna sort of look at Peltoth. I have a question for you as well.
Yes.
What do you know of Ponway Elvor and of my father, Black Tom?
I try not to engage in the likes of creatures. I have been hurt before by your kind. But even my ears have heard of Ponway Elvor. Troublesome wizard, always attempting to do something beyond his grasp. Though I do not believe him to be evil, he is troublesome, certainly. And I'm afraid I've not heard of this Black Tom.
Ponway was allied with your friend Israk. They tried to stop the last incursion of a god into this world.
Did he find a way? Wait a minute. A gift for a god. Huh. He must have failed. Interesting.
Do you want to further externalize that little internal monologue?
I'm afraid that one is for me.
Lily, don't act like a video game NPC. It's really annoying.
I apologize, but it is personal.
Oh, damn, if Burbage was there, he might try to push to unpack this. Whoops.
Charity will stop. I think that they developed a method, but that ultimately it failed because it tried to treat mortal lives like game pieces and assumed that every mortal could be okay with that, with destroying things that you love, with furthering your own loss. It was a plan to stop a god that involved playing like the gods.
Perhaps your generation can learn from this.
Yeah. Also, how old is Conway? Because he seems to be kicking around the records for a real long time.
He's older than he seems.
Also,
Much.
his father or grandfather was a giant, long-fingered skeleton man in the cave of what was his name? Formidian.
Oh. Such an evil name should not be uttered in the presence of common folk.
We killed him.
You've destroyed Formidian of the shadow knowledge.
That was the writer. Yep.
Yeah, we went into his realm and we slaughtered him. It was pretty simple, actually.
Did you take anything from there?
Do we know that Burbage took something?
No. I mean, we know that we did.
What did we
Yeah,
take?
you took some tomes
the
and-
processor, blah, blah.
Yeah, you got a coat. You got several things from there.
The book! I
The
definitely
process
just...
Avatarana.
Yes!
That's a bubba.
We took that.
Yeah, we looted some.
Which charity probably wouldn't mention that one, but
Spoils of war.
couple few things that seemed like they might be helpful.
Well, it was forbidden for a reason.
Nobody told us we couldn't.
You killed the person that would have told you this.
He
Yes.
tried to kill
Yeah, but
us
why would
first.
we listen to him?
He's a shit. You shouldn't have listened to him.
He was a shit.
Was a shit.
So, like, is
I'm
it
like
bad?
connected to the Shadowfell every day still. I kind of vaguely go back there.
Should we get rid of everything we took from him?
In general, of course. But
Like sell it or like destroy it?
be wise about it. That's all I ask.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I think he
Andy,
means that we should keep it all and use it for ourselves.
Andy, I have a question.
Oh.
And it's going back to Pelatoth's little gift for a god thing. Am I, Adam, correct in thinking that that is connected to Bright Fang?
To Arian, certainly.
To Arian, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
the previous gift before Bright Fang, yeah.
okay. Well, I guess I don't know if this would affect anything that in the scene, but Avery is still there.
Correct.
And Burbage did at the end of one of their scenes together. He like took a moment where they were like crying together and connecting to just casually mention, "Oh, and I gave Bright Fang away." So
Yeah.
I don't know if Avery, as the like chosen Kemp,
Yeah.
would it, like, I mean, I don't know if that would result in any kind of conversation, but I'm just flagging that as an interesting kind of connection because Avery knows that Burbage doesn't have Bright Fang anymore. I think Burbage said I gave it back to Pelatoth.
I don't know if you mentioned,
Or did I just say I
name,
gave Bright
but-
Fang away?
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting.
And for Avery, yet he hasn't quite put together that this person is a dragon.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's true.
So
He's just still
he's
like, yeah, what a
still
low voiced
putting-
woman.
yeah, putting pieces
Because
together.
that's also he doesn't know the legends didn't have Arian and Pelatoth.
Correct.
Like it wasn't
Yeah,
like it was a paired name. It was Arian and the gift for the goddess and blah blah blah. So it's not like he'd be like, "Oh, funny,
name, Pelatoth.
you got the same name as
Right.
the dragon from the story." And I'm talking
Well-
a lot about dragons.
Burbage at least somehow like made that connection. I think that's canon, right? That like he was going through the
Yes.
Rolodex of like stories of Arian, or maybe he didn't know the dragon's name from the stories. did he?
Right. You put it all together when he asked for it back, essentially.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yep.
Yeah. And speaking of Hakari and Burbage, as this is going on in Aideen's place, you catch up to Hakari, stumbling a little bit toward the gates.
I'm like,
of the town.
wah.
And Hakari, you hear this behind you.
Oh God, it's the cops.
Okay, I turn around. Burbage!
Hakari,
Let's go find the spear.
what are you talking about?
The spear, the dragon killing spear.
Was that a thing? Was that something that happened in the conversation back there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted by that awful fucking creation of Clems, this unholy beast. Did you see that?
Oh my god, he's
Oh my god,
creepy.
really creepy, right? And like
Ugh.
we've fought a lot of creepy things, and that thing is really creepy.
I think that is the scariest thing I've ever seen in all of my thousands of years of living.
I wonder if there's a Randolph spear over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, could you refresh my memory about what you're looking for?
So that person, the old lady that's a dragon, that got hit with the spear. We need that spear to kill the other dragons. Or something like that, but I don't know. I heard spear and dragons, and so.
We think the spear is still out here, like...
They said it was out here.
Where we found Pelotov. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, while we're out here, just the two of us, just wanted to check in with you about that shared several weeks of traumatic incarceration that we experienced together.
Oh, you mean the bar?
Yes, the bar.
I guess that was sort of traumatic. I don't know. I don't know if I get traumatized anymore.
Right. That is sort of the sense that I got, and that's what I wanted to ask you about, because, you know, it kind of fucked me up there for a little bit. I'm trying to get out of it, to get over it, and you seems to come so naturally to you. Are you sure there's nothing about that experience that shook you at all?
I mean, if it does, it's because I just push it. Like what you do is you just take that and you make it into a ball, and then you push it deep down, and then it just slowly is there and comes out slowly throughout your life as mental illness and alcoholism.
Right, yeah, I've done that. I've done the part where I put it into a ball and tuck it deep down. I do that all the time. But the other thing I do all the time is the balls always grow little tails. And then I pull on the tails, and then they come up and chase me around in my waking life.
Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely been in that stage, but I don't know. Before I can really deal with it, I die. So, by the time I figure out who I am and all that junk, and I'm looking for things, I'm like, oh, I'm traumatized. Oh no. And then I die, and it starts all over. So I don't know.
Hakari, I can't hear you.
Am I cutting out?
Hakari, you're cutting out.
I'm still cutting out?
No, you're fine now.
Okay. Where did I cut out at?
you die every time. You die.
Yeah, so basically, by the time the little balls have tails, or the ball has a tail, whatever. I don't know this analogy anymore. But basically, I am spending my whole time figuring out who I am and trying to find my stuff so that I can stop living and dying. And so I'm all wrapped up in that. And by the time it grows tails, then I die and it starts all over. So I haven't really gotten past that point.
When you put it that way, I should be thankful. You have to reset every time. You have to start from scratch and start over, trying to learn your identity and figure out who you are. I don't have that excuse. I just keep on going in the same circles. And I don't think I have to. How do I stop?
I don't know. Have you ever taken one of those tails and pulled it out, the ball out? I don't know. Again, this metaphor, and looked at that ball in the face and said, ball. I'm scared of you, but I'm gonna stab you with my mind sword anyway.
I can't say I've ever threatened a ball that I'm going to stab it with my mind sword.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like you're gonna attack it head on and stab it right in the face. Have you ever done that?
Right? Yeah, I think I understand. Yeah, no. The next time I have occasion to encounter a tailed ball in my soul, maybe when I pull it out, I'll hold on to it instead of letting it go. And I'll hold on to it and I'll subdue it. And I'll look this subdued ball right in its eyeballs. And I'll say, I'm going to stab you right with my mind sword. And then I'll see what happens.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah,
And
I'll keep you
then-
posted.
Keep me posted, and I might have done that in the past. I don't know. I have a vague memory, but keep me posted. I don't know. You could die, or it could work, and then it
Wait.
gets better and it gets smaller. I don't know.
I'm sorry. My metaphorical soul ball could kill me.
I mean, not kill you. I guess kill you. I don't know. I don't remember what happens. That might have been a reason I died before.
Because of your soul balls.
Yes.
Hey, let's look for this spear. I think that was a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, I think that was good too. Very
it was
productive.
Successful interaction.
Successful emotional interaction.
Somewhere back in the house, Charity is going to suddenly realize that Burbage just left me like, oh shit, that just increased the odds that Hakari manages to get outside the gates by at least 30%. And with them together, the odds that the entire forest is on fire is now honestly oh, this could be awkward.
Oh, go away. You're not going to like this then. So Charity and Burbage and Hakari, you hear a voice now off to your left as you just pass out the gates, lit by a torch on the stone wall. And they sort of open up their coat a little bit as they approach you. Oh, do you want a wand? I've got very cheap wands. Could I trouble you to take a look?
I think I'm good on wands.
Sir?
Do I recognize this guy? Is this the guy that sold me the Charity's gesticles?
No, nothing.
It's a different guy.
It's a different
But Burbage is having
a different creepy vendor hanging out on the periphery of Cliff.
Burbage is having a flashback to the judgment of having accepted a magical item from a random creepy man in this town, and he's gonna look at this guy and be like, "What are you doing out here? Why are you trying to sell wands with a creepy voice to random passersby?"
Creepy voice? I'm just being me.
Oh, that's your real voice.
That's my real voice. Would you like one?
No,
see? And then over here.
Do I see wands?
You don't. You see pockets on the inside for wands. But you don't actually see any sticking out.
I think you might be sold out, mister.
Oh, they're invisible. Invisible wands. Come here, I'll show you.
All right, I'm not going to fall for this again, okay? I've fallen for the old invisible wand routine multiple times in my life, and I told myself I would not fall for it again.
Have you spent much time in Federo?
Well, yes.
God damn it, I knew it. Sorry to bother you. He'll start to turn around and just walk away.
Now, wait. One question for you.
Yes, would you like a wand? They're really
no, I already told you I'm not going to fall for that.
Fair. Sorry. Yes.
What's your name?
Oh, that's not important. Just call me Wand Maker.
No. Wand Maker.
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge or information that might be useful to me that you would give to me for free?
Who the fuck are you? I don't know what would be
Hey!
useful to you.
Do you not know who I am?
I don't know who you are from Steve.
My name is
Yes.
Burbage Kemp. D-O-D.
Cool story.
That
I will
doesn't
tell
mean
my
anything.
children it tonight, so they'll go to sleep brushing their teeth.
Insight check. Does this guy have kids?
Don't need insight. You're pretty sure it doesn't.
Hikari's just watching all of this, like, laughing and just, like, wide-eyed.
Would you roll?
16.
He's hard to read, but yeah, you think he doesn't have kids. He's just making fun of you.
You know what I think, Wandmaker?
What's that, Burbage Camp D.O.D.I.?
Dear
Whatever your name is.
I think you don't have kids. I think you're just making fun of me.
Cool. Okay, well, I will see you later.
You know,
I wave as he leaves, like, enthusiastically.
as he
Hello,
walks-
miss. Does your friend want to buy a wand? I got several. Come over here, miss.
She said,
No.
eh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You know
Could you
what,
Could
Kari?
you spare 15 gold?
No, leave. Leave us alone.
Fine. I only need 20.
15 gold? Who
I only
are
need
you?
25 gold.
Well, wait, no, just hold on before you leave. Are you from Cliff Mill?
Oh, I'm part of the caravan that is parked outside of
Do
Cliffdale.
you-
Mayor
do you-
doesn't let us in.
You're parked as all right. The caravan. What caravan is that?
All these lights on the northern side, the northwestern side of the city walls.
What's our understanding of what this caravan is? People
I
have been
mean,
traveling to Cliff Mill to see the spire and shit.
Right, yeah, it's a giant sort of shantytown market that is arisen to handle all the travelers to Cliff Mill.
Wandmaker, do you know what's going on in the world? Do you know anything?
I know many things going on in the world. Yes,
But do you know about like the big threats, the fire army and Behelit and
well, I
the
don't
end of
know
the
about-
world?
I need 30 gold, and I can handle the fire army.
All right, well, you really?
35, and I can handle Behelit.
Okay, insight check. 16. What's all these 16?
You've rolled
Yeah.
3 times insight and gotten 16 each time.
Weird.
You cannot possibly see how 30 gold will defeat a fire army, or 35 would defeat a god.
Look, all right. You know what? I don't want this interaction to go on any longer than it has to. The last thing I want to do is to have it end with you walking away thinking I'm some kind of a jerk. Okay, I'm not. All right, I'm just out here with my friend. We're looking for a spear. I care. I care about you. I care about the caravan. Yes. What?
Is this a lovely... what kind of spear are you looking for? I could help you find it.
Have you seen a spear?
No. Is it that way, the way you're going?
We think so.
I don't know.
I'll give you 2 gold if you tell me the truth.
Oh, that's.
We don't know.
We just told you the truth. So yeah, go ahead. Give us 2 gold.
I need 50 gold, and then I can come back to you tomorrow with 100 gold.
Nope.
All right. How much gold do you have right now?
I have 15 silver, almost
Okay,
2
so-
gold.
All right. Okay. Well, keep your money. We're gonna go do our thing, and just, there's gonna be Wandmaker. There's some big shit. It's gonna go on here in a little over 2 weeks. All right. So just, I don't know what your deal is. I don't know if you're like a good guy or a bad guy or some kind of weird in between. But I just want you to know that everything is in grave danger, and I don't know what's going to happen, all right? And if this weird, fucking, cursed, but also kind of blessed, safe haven of a town ends up being sort of a scene of a great climax in a little over 2 weeks' time, and if you are here at that time, and something in some way reveals itself as an opportunity for you to contribute
to get 55 gold, yes.
No, Wand Maker! To contribute, to think outside of the bounds of your monetary avarice and greed for once in your life, as you're surrounded by chaos and battle and warfare and devastation, to look up into the sky and see hope for yourself, hope for others, and an opportunity to help, to contribute to the great fight for this land. For good,
Yeah!
to triumph over evil, yeah, like my friend says. So that's what I want to leave you with, is like a little pep talk. To just maybe start considering other options other than the wand thing, the invisible wand scam. Alright? Because shit's going down! There's a dragon heading our way. It could kill you. Do you want to just die being a person who lies about wands and children?
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage, please.
Dang it, I was hoping to chase him off with my sword.
It's a 16. What is happening?
Is Roll20 broken?
Kind of feel like it is.
What the fuck?
You've been rolling different attributes too.
I was gonna say this is a totally different mod.
Can we assume that Roll20 for me is operating on a 16 system, and I've just been rolling crit hits this whole time?
Yeah, we can totally do that. Okay, a 16. He kind of pauses and he doesn't quite answer you. You could see the wheels turning in his head. Oh, I don't want to die from a dragon. No. What do we do? What?
Look,
We should leave.
you said that you've spent some time in Federa, right? That's where you learned the invisible wand scam.
I did, yeah, from Philly.
Right. What? What?
From I shouldn't have said his name. Sorry.
Okay. Is that a name Burbage knows?
Philly? Yep. Yeah, he's definitely into the Thieves Guild in Federo. He used to be your guy for exotic meats, oddly enough.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Well, that's weird. A small world. All right. When you were in Federo, did you ever see a play called Home Alone?
No, I saw the tragic events of Sage and Paprika a few times.
Right. That one's good too. That has some traps in it, right?
Oh yes, the musical number slaps.
Sure. Well, it's a lot like that, all right? You should be setting a lot of traps in the woods outside of Cliff Bill, I think.
Said the dragon's gonna walk through the woods. Let's do
Well,
it.
there's an army with it.
Fucking A. Okay, so there's an army and a dragon coming here for some reason in the middle of nowhere with a cool spire of ice. And okay, sure. I am gonna go now.
Don't
My
leave.
kids.
Listen, right, you don't have kids.
Need
Listen,
to be fed.
right, I want to be very clear.
Yes.
This is the safest place for you to be in the coming days. All right? And if you just set up like a little, like, I don't know if you know anything about traps, but like if you like take a couple of sticks and like a piece of like wire and you find like a spot where it seems like, well, this spot looks like a spot where like an evil person might walk through sometime.
Okay.
Could put a couple sticks in the ground, put a wire down, connect that wire over around like a thing, like a branch, and then maybe maybe it connects to like a bucket that you hang in the trees.
In the tree, like a bucket full of water or something.
Right, maybe because there might be
It would-
fire
It would
elements.
swing down, and
Yeah.
it would hit the first one, and then the second one would dodge that one, and then the third one would hit him.
So you did see Home Alone.
Oh no!
Oh, well,
I just came up with that. Isn't that amazing? I was in a play.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm brilliant. I am.
Well, I think this has been a successful interaction, Wandmaker.
Sure.
Definitely.
See you around, Mr. Demp of the POP.
What?
I'm down with the OPP. Goodbye.
All right. Just goodbye.
Bye.
And Charity, Clem, and Stormbringer, as you're discussing with Pelototh a little bit, kind of wondering what shit Burbage and Hakari are getting into, there is a knock at the door, very low on the door. And I think we'll take a break right there and come back to that scene after we manage our fluids. All kinds of fluids. In and out, everything.
I am going to say every time you said anyone said wand maker, I just started hearing matchmaker in my head.
Make a wand, make me a wand. Lovely.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back, everyone. Hang in there.
Hang in there. We'll be right back, everybody.
See ya. Hey, how's everyone doing? We're doing good. Good. GOOOOD. Still got a little food in my mouth. Stalling while I talk. Yummy. Okay. And we've managed our fluids and we're back. So, while Hakari and Burbage have gone off in search of a spear that everyone else knows is way too heavy for them to carry, Burbage and Hakari have been mostly drunk this evening and are
I
having
was
a
like,
hard
Burbage
time.
was there.
He was there, certainly. But
But was Adam listening?
Exactly the same for Hakari.
well, the two of
The
them.
spear point is bigger than the two of them put together.
Yeah. Well, the two of them are at the whims of their players. The rest of you hear a knock on the door, and Pelototh very quickly looks at each of you, and he's a little hesitant about whatever this may be. What would you like to do?
Try to sort of look at Adine. This is your house.
Of course, yeah. I was just thinking Stormbringer would drag him in, but I'll get it. I'll get the door. She opens the door. Oh, Missy, hi. How is it going? And Missy says, "Well, it's not so bad. Listen, several of the folks here said that you brought an old woman back from the forest. I was just wondering where, what's going on." Sure, right. And she kind of looks back at the rest of you. You know what? Can we catch up in the morning? I don't think even the family here is quite sure what's happening. It's fine. Listen, I'll just put a couple guards out here if you don't mind. Just to kind of watch over the place. Make sure no one's going to eavesdrop on you or something. So, all right. Have a good night.
How do we know the guards ain't gonna eavesdrop?
Good point. Good point. And she looks at the guards. Don't listen in on anything that's happening in there. Just sort of guard the place. Cool?
And I'm gonna look at
yeah,
the
that's fine.
guards, and I'm gonna point to Randolph, and I'm gonna say, Randolph will know if he eavesdrop.
What the fuck's a Randolph?
And I just point at Randolph.
Oh my god.
Randolph will know.
I love him.
Isn't he great?
He's so cute.
Yeah.
Can I
He'll know
pet
you
him?
don't want to disappoint him.
Want to
He
pet
doesn't
him?
like to be
Don't touch
touched.
me.
He
Don't
doesn't like
touch
to be
me.
touched.
Yeah, okay,
he's-
I get that.
He was just born today, so he's still kind of
Oh.
figuring out his body.
That's weird.
Yeah.
If he wants to be pet, bring him to Oak Clifford.
I definitely will remember to do that.
Okay. Missy.
But you don't want to disappoint him, so don't eavesdrop.
Oh, sure, yeah. Never. And Missy, is there anything else that you need? Anything that we could do for you? You will let me know what's going on, please. It seems like this town is having a lot of eyes on it, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think that we should plan to speak in the morning. As in, we'll probably need a chunk of your time. I know you're very busy, but...
Sure. That's fine. Okay, well, good night to each of you. Hope that old lady feels better.
Yes.
Aideen, sure, thanks. We appreciate that. And shuts the door. So what is going on? What's happening here? She looks to all of you. Pelototh even as well.
Okay, so resuming where I was before realizing that Burbage and Hakari were now probably setting fire to the outskirts of the town. Another question for you, Pelototh. My flames, the silver ones, Israk Devere seemed to think that they were divinely sourced.
To tell you the truth, I don't mess around with the divine that much. I couldn't tell you. But I do trust Israk in those matters.
If, hypothetically, a clone were to have been made of me, would those abilities, say, persist?
Sure, thank God that's not happened. They probably would.
Yeah, thank God.
About that, though.
Did you learn these silver flames, or were they innate and born with?
Okay, so questions about my past are a little rough. But Andy, above the table, from what I
Sure.
remember, when he was Caloran, he did not exhibit silver flames.
No, yeah, it was. Yeah,
It's
it kind of only
after I
happened
lost.
after you lost the favor of Behelid. Did you? But you do at the same time think that they might have just been innate then.
Yeah, because
at that point,
they just occurred at that
they just
point. So,
appeared,
so Charity will,
awakened, probably.
yeah, Charity will sort of. My memory is somewhat patchy, but so from what I know, I've always had magical abilities, but the flames at the time weren't silver, but also I wasn't able to heal people. It was really more just the burning them to death things. And then I worked for Behelit for a while. And then when I stopped working for Behelit, that's when the silver flames sort of appeared. My command and control of them seems to be growing, but...
Yes, they seem innate then. So any clone that was made of you would also have these.
Cool, good, great, awesome.
Is there a clone of you, Charity? There's a clone, isn't there?
Yeah.
God.
So while we're on the bad news, do you want to bet who controls that clone?
Who?
Oh, come on, Pelototh. You know the way my life goes.
I don't want to say it.
I know, but you know it's true. Oh, also, just to try to prevent the listening in, sort of telepathically to the outside, Charity will speak to Clue. Hey, Clue, could you just sort of invisibly, I don't know, breathe towards the guards every so often? Keep them on their toes?
You kind of get
sort of affirmation feeling back from Cliff.
Thank you.
An affirmational Winnie.
And then within a couple seconds, you hear, "Oh, what the fuck was that?"
So that's probably going on in Federo right now. I would imagine forces of Behelit are attempting to acquire the flames and pop them in the charity clone.
Well, I don't know if you've heard yet. Federo is nearly an ice spire itself. The whole city is wintry. It's keeping the forces at bay for the moment. But they've locked all their doors. They've shut up tight. No one in or out. It's a city under siege, but whatever is making it cold is keeping the fire at bay.
Charity's going to look at the ice spire. Son of a bitch. That's why he needed them. Ponway Elvor sent us to acquire flowers. That made things very cold. One of them ended up forming that. He also didn't mention that it was going to turn a pair of dragon turtles murderous.
Oh.
But we had delivered one to him, hence murderous dragon turtles.
Seems like you found another. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe he also might be magically augmenting even one's output.
There were other groups, right? There were other groups looking for the things for him. So maybe other groups got him them.
Possible.
Well, Federo seems shut tight. Thank God you don't have to go there.
Thank God.
Little break of luck in this tragic story, it seems.
Yeah, we were just so #blessed.
Charity's just going to look up at Stormbringer. Why do you rub salt in the wound? So, Pelatoth, guess where we're going next?
Avery speaks up from the corner. Oh, shit, Federo. That's where you're going.
Right in one, Avery.
Okay.
Right in one.
Come on, Pelatoth. I got that.
Anyone have any
sort of
ideas?
hangs his head low.
Dragons, fire elementals, gods. Who haven't you pissed off?
I haven't really pissed off anybody. I'm just along for the ride.
Also, I resent the implication that this is somehow, our fault. We've just also been along for the ride and trying to, deal with people who are, way big and scary, trying to manipulate things and manipulate us and make us do things and make bad things happen, and we're just trying to, fucking survive, man.
Yeah, that was pretty victim-blamey.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I apologize.
I think the Goliaths like us. Charity's just actually been seriously thinking about, is there anyone we haven't pissed off?
Yeah, in my head, the effects from the dragon spear are still lingering.
Can you use that dragon spear?
That one is a fire one. I cannot touch it. My order, the head of my order, has one of his own that I could use.
Just gonna say we might need one. Okay, so Avery, Pelatoth, lots of life experience and lots of life experience breaking into things. Any thoughts on how to get into Federo?
Well, Federo.
Hey, I have a thought. Remember that time with the chest? The chest? Remember that? I don't remember where that chest ended up. And the glowing lights? Then it was definitely like that was in Federo.
Oh, fuck me running.
The pocket dimension chest?
Yeah, it was into, we were pretty sure, like a dimension in Federo because of things they were referencing.
Where's this chest then that you're talking about?
Man, I don't fucking know, but my notes might know.
The city we got arrested in.
Almond.
Oh, I thought that was an
No,
I thought that was a
not in the
diegetic
game.
answer. I'm like, and Charity is about
just
to
reminding.
deck a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The almond, pistachio. They were really snooty.
Galore?
No, not the person. He was just an asshole. That was the city where, remember, they weren't sure. Like, they kept making comments about you wouldn't be able to read when they checked us going in.
Oh, you're talking about Mount Mond.
Yeah, that was the one where they arrested us.
That place sucks.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your plan? You want to get a chest from Mount Mond and pop up in another dimension?
Oh, not particularly. That was just, I think that...
Sure, I've also been hearing about Federo closing down, but there's a... well, oddly enough, there's someone who is ferrying people in and out. The name is Burbage Kemp.
Oh!
And I'm not sure exactly how that works, but perhaps they could get you in.
What?
I mean, this kind of makes
I've
sense,
not-
right?
Right, I've not seen. I suppose it was not my brother's. He's getting a bit of a name for himself, and so I thought,
Yeah, like he tells
because he
everybody his name.
repeats it.
Correct,
Someone's
so
just-
somebody stole his name.
right,
He declared it Burbage Kemp Day.
I've heard of such things. Yes. So is that the plan? What are you thinking, Clem?
Can I ask a question?
I'm worried what your question is.
It's nothing offensive, I promise.
Fair.
It's mainly that I'm kind of new here, and I really don't have any idea what the fuck is going on. I helped to kill the other demigod, and now I agreed to help with this other god, because, I have to do something anyway. That's beside the point. Why are we going to Federo again? You guys have a lot of irons and a lot of fires in a lot of places, and I don't really remember the reasoning behind why we're going where we're going what we're doing, so...
The best leads we have for where the Hellfire is located is in Federo. We need the Hellfire to both free our brother Vimeris and also kill a god incursioning into the world. So,
All
kind of a 2-for-1 deal.
Sure, that makes sense.
Also, Burbage has just like a shit ton probably of unresolved trauma in the streets there. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a compelling character reason for everyone.
Hakari has a necklace probably there. Yeah.
Have I ever been there?
I didn't know if we knew that the necklace was there.
I think, at the very beginning of season 2, Hakari's like, yeah, I'll go along with you because, I have shit in Federo I need to do again. So, like,
Okay.
right when they joined.
So that explains why I'm like, huh?
That's a long time ago.
Have I ever been there?
No, you've never been to Federo.
Okay.
You heard, like, Gohonia traded with Federo, of course, but...
Right, but that part of the world was not my area.
Charity's going to sort of say. So, in my memories, as they've been coming back, did Charity spend most of his life in Federo then? Like...
you were there when you were young, and then you made your way back there, kind of halfway through your tenure, in the lights. Yeah.
Okay. Charity's like, there even may be some remnants of my family there. Yay! That'll be fun for everyone. I don't actually really know if any of them are alive. Please no, please no, please no, please no.
If we're
So
gonna
is it,
go,
like, far?
Federo is quite far. I could give you a lift, though I also have other things I need to attend.
Additional question, Andy. One of the teleportation circles that I got was for Federo, wasn't it?
The Temple of Ryn, yeah, I believe.
So there's kind of a you know how there's like good religion and like religiosity, and then there's bad religion and religiosity? And you know how there's like really, really bad rich people? Imagine you take those two concepts and smash them together. That's sort of the Temple of Ryn in Federo. I can teleport us into it. There's at least one person there who's directly responsible for the fire blight and wants us dead.
Oh, that seems less useful.
To be fair, I don't know if he's like standing there staring at the teleportation circle, and if he is, I would look forward to the chance to rip his head off.
Those bitches stole a silver dagger from me.
Yes. When?
That like
Episode one.
That was one.
This literally occurred before Charity knew. Charity's like, wait, what? When?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me bring my dagger in, and I left it with them, and they didn't let me. They didn't have it for me when I came back either. They're bad. They're bad people.
For that reason alone.
They're specifically scared of silver daggers. I don't know what that means.
At this, Pelatoth drops to her knees, and kind of holds onto the side of the table.
I do need a bit of rest. Feel free to continue the conversation. I can always help transport you if you need.
I think
tonight I need to sleep.
I think you summoning as many dragon allies as you can would be the most useful thing for next steps. But perhaps, Pelatoth, are you? How comfortable are you with the leadership of the town knowing who you are?
I will not be here long. They can know, that's fine.
So perhaps if you would be able to be there tomorrow morning when we meet with Missy, the mayor, so that everyone is on the same page for defending this place?
Sure, yes.
All right, you can go use one of our rooms at the inn, probably.
Fair, yes. Would someone mind helping me there?
Avery kind of raises his one arm. You can,
I guess you could lean on me, I suppose. Wouldn't mind it.
Charity will also telepathically reach out. Clue, accompany them if you would.
Excellent. You hear outside another,
there it is again!
And
oh yeah, this is not going to get old quick at all.
And Pelatoth then kind of weakly stumbles to the door a bit, and Pelatoth makes himself visible for Pelatoth and Avery to kind of see them and get on and work their way toward the tavern.
Hey, Charity, I have a question.
Was it for one of them? Because if so, we need to get, oh, okay. Because then we need to get Clue.
I'm telling you that.
Okay. It's been a long
day.
Do you realize that we woke up in Gaholnia? Man, that place sucks.
Oh yeah, fuck. Anyway, you know how you said Roburn was alive and somebody with Roburn was trying to talk to you? And I understand that me finding Roburn is probably not as important as us getting the Hellfire. But do you think we could swing by where Roburn is as we're teleporting to Federo? Like, just like teleport a little bit, zoop to the side, and then zoop to Federo?
That's not how my particular type of teleporting works. I sort of have to go to set locations. But, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Andy, I think they were going to be heading to Federo anyway. They seemed to be an adventuring group, much like ours, so they were going to find their own way into the city and meet us there.
Oh, cool. Maybe fake Burbage will help them. Burbage.
Furbage.
Furbage, yeah.
Fibbage.
Fibbage is good.
Fibbage, enough about you. Jackbox.
Okay, so we'll teleport into the city, then to the temple. Which seems like a very safe place to teleport into.
No.
And then we'll go find Roburn and the Hellfire at the same time.
Yes. Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
Also, a necklace that Hakari's been looking for 3 some millennia. And God willing, not run into any of my family.
What do you think, like, all of the odds are, like, all of those things are in one place? Because last time we were in Federo, it was kind of like a fucking nightmare fest. Like, and I know it doesn't sound like it's gotten better.
Slim to none, probably. I would guess that at best we're going to get 2 of the things in the same place. My hope is that the first of the things that we can run across would be Roburn and the rest of that group who might be willing to help us with sourcing some of the other things.
And also remember, Hakari could always reach out and ask or confirm stuff, or talk to any of these friends you want to bring here. And stuff.
Oh, to other people. I was like,
To other people, yeah.
she can't talk to them. They just talked into my mind.
Right.
And they weren't great at the whole, 25 words per sending.
They were trying to contact Hakari, they said, and then weren't able to, and were kind of freaking out, and then contact you.
Yeah.
So someone, at least in that group, probably Roburn, knows at least what Hakari looks like. Or...
That's right. Because if Roburn's there, then they can reach out to more than one person. But they also haven't tried to reach out to me again.
Correct.
And they'd said they were probably going to go dark for a little bit, right? Of like, okay, well, we've been using all the spell slots to do this. Now we're going to use the spell slots to try to get into town.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hakari and Burbage. It's quite dark in these woods. Neither of Hakari has dark vision, I think. So Hakari, you can see fairly well, because the moonlight is casting just about a dim light on the area. You see the place where this spear is laid pretty easily. It's still kind of glowing, a soft reddish glow, though that seems to be dissipating, and it's as large as a tree as well. And the wind picks up quite a lot out here.
Oh, yeah. This is too big for us, probably. I mean, unless you want to try, we are all the way out here, so.
Yeah, I think it might be too big for us.
So.
Just get windy and creepy out here.
Yeah. Not that I'm like scared or anything, because like,
No, I'm not scared either. Well,
Yeah,
what
I
would
mean-
you be scared of? What would there be to be scared of? You know,
that would be so stupid. I mean,
right?
yeah. So I say we go back.
Yeah. No. Right. And will you hold me?
Yes. Yes.
A giant low thumbing sounds throughout the trees, echoing off several of the larger
A
ones.
giant. What happened?
Thrumming.
Thrumming.
The wind picks up even a little bit more.
I start going faster.
You hear just a little bit of a some sort of light flashing 30, 40 yards from you, deeper in the forest.
Hakari, do you have dash?
No.
Oh shit! How about expeditious retreat?
Do I-
Retreat. Do you have expeditious retreat?
I can wait. Dash? Do you mean like right? I'm trying to ask him a question.
Giant footfalls seem to be coming in your direction.
Take your hand off the thing. Okay. Do you mean just like regular dashing?
I don't know, Darcy.
So I say that we both start to dash. I mean, I'm carrying you, right?
Yeah, you're carrying me.
Uh-huh.
So wait, we hear footfalls. Like, how many feet?
Give me a nature check. See if you can tell. It's whatever it is. It's massive.
Oh,
Oh.
it's an 18, not a 16.
Ironically, though, by rolling a 16 on the die.
Oh, shut up, go away. I don't want to know that.
You're sort of you're pausing for just a moment, try to figure out what is happening. It's even hard to tell an exact location of where the sound is coming from, since it's almost echoing over everything. But you count 4 giant footfalls, a 4-legged animal, you think, or something walking on 4.
I say we go hide.
How
Run
far-
as fast away as we can and just kind of hide.
How
A
close?
tree.
I run away as fast as I can and hide.
Toward
Behind,
toward the town. Can we get within range to do message cantrip?
It's 120 feet.
Where
Let's
are
try.
we? Are we like close to the gate, Andy?
Not quite. You're about 10 minutes walk from the gate.
So that's longer than.
Certainly.
Well, it's over 200 feet. It's maybe over 250 feet.
Yeah. Correct. Those are correct statements. Well over.
You, as you say, you could have kept going on that pace for a while, and you still would have been getting a yep.
All right. Yeah. Well, okay.
You're about 200 rounds from. No, I'm just kidding.
We should hide. We should use my expert stealth. And whatever it is, I'm not going to pull its tail.
Okay.
So
So I hide behind whatever's there.
Another footfall, and you hear a.
It needs Flonase.
It needs Flonase.
And I need you both, if you're hiding, to roll stealth.
I hate it. Is this fucking Ragnar? I thought he was leading an army.
I think we would be
here.
significantly more fucked if it was Ragnar, but who knows?
That's why I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna do expert stealth.
Oh no.
What are we rolling?
I got a 25.
Can I use inspiration to reroll?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
If you have it.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Okay.
I mean,
So the 13 is the better of the two.
13 is the better. The wind picks up a little bit more. Weird, just flashes of brilliant white light just kind of bounce off of the trees, almost like a weird lightning storm has just immediately entered this area, and you hear that. Hakari, you just get the sense this thing is getting closer to you. You venture just a look behind the tree, and this time lightning streaks sideways from tree to tree, almost splintering the wood when it hits. And as that lightning lit up the face of a gigantic blue dragon, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you'll be afraid of this thing.
Does she have any effects against fear?
I don't think so.
I don't know that. I didn't know that she does. I was just thinking, fear is one of the ones. Like I think halflings end up with it a lot of the time.
Yeah. 15. You've seen several dragons in your life. You've stared down Pelatoth, a bit afraid when he was at his angriest, but you kept it together. This is something beyond. The sheer size and weight of this thing, the malice you saw in just that instantaneous flash of light. You are terrified of this thing.
Great.
You cannot make yourself move toward it. You're going to have disadvantage on rolls while he's in your sight, while he's near you. Yeah.
Oh, Hakari, what have you done this time?
And you hear a voice. What are you? I smell you. I smell your blood. Demon blood you have. Tell me what transpired here tonight. And something terrifying. You didn't even know how silently this thing was moving. Its head appears just a few trees over from you, silhouetted then by some of the moonlight bouncing off the water. You think he's talking to you, Hakari.
Yeah. Am I too scared to talk?
No.
Where am I hiding? Like amongst trees or rocks or what?
Right. There is
Right.
there's a large tree and then several kind of bushes kind of smashed up against it, and you are hiding kind of in the crux between all three of them.
Yeah. I'm a half demon, half bush. Dragon, sir?
Shit. Give me a deception check. This is exactly the kind of roll that you crit on. So I'm worried.
I know. I like how the absurdity occurs, and you're just like, fuck.
Oh, no.
Great, now I'm going to roll a 1. What do I need to roll?
Deception.
Ugh.
14. He No, you're not. You're something else. What transpired here tonight?
Well, a dragon was helped here tonight.
By who? Was it the town? Did they help that white fang?
Okay, so metagame, do I know anything about this dragon and whether he would be mad or not? Whether we helped the dragon or not?
Whether Pelatoth would be mad?
No, whether this guy would be mad. Or this person, this dragon.
Yeah, with this dragon being mad that we helped
Yeah.
Pelatoth.
You are really wary of this because you know Pelatoth was hurt by another dragon.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know which one they said.
Right, he said Raynair.
Yeah.
You're not,
But I knew that was a red dragon.
right, but you're not exactly sure what side this dragon is on, if there are dragons fighting
I'm
dragons.
gonna roll insight.
Okay. Does fear mean you have disadvantage on ability checks?
I'm assuming.
Yes, it's ability checks and attack rolls, but not saving throws.
Fair.
I believe. I'll double check.
So I'm sorry. I
Disadvantage.
rolled insight. So I have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Not that.
Oh,
Son of a
jeez.
bitch.
15 is still decent with disadvantage. It just wasn't the crit. With a 15, you're having a hard time reading this person. Because maybe it's because of your fear, you can't help but to think this thing is evil. It's horrible. No matter what you tell it, he's going to be horribly upset. Especially, yeah, it just feels like he's not here to help to you. But also, you know that also might be your fear talking, so you're not sure.
That's seriously what a 15 is? I don't know.
I mean, it was more than that, but yeah.
Was it? I think we should poll the audience.
You have a feeling and you're not sure. That's, yeah.
Press 1 if you think that Hakari should get more information. Press 2 if you think that Andy should do a better job at giving Hakari more information.
Okay. I'm going to tell him the truth.
What is the truth in your eyes?
That a group of actually myself and my companion and some other people, some people from the town and stuff, helped. I don't want to go over all of it, so I'm just summarizing it.
Sure. You
And now I die.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I was trying to go with my gut. It was wrong.
Burbage right now. Is Burbage just like right next to Hakari? Or
Yeah,
did he
Burbage,
find-
yeah, you're going to need one too.
He didn't find his own little hiding spot.
Yep, he did.
Sorry. Oh.
I like those strength save numbers much better, though.
Yeah.
$21 dex save for Burbage.
I'm really pissed at Kari for running into the woods, but I couldn't stop her.
You hear then, mistake. And he just releases a giant bolt of electricity that streaks all around you throughout these woods. Hakari, you take 58 lightning damage. Burbage, you take half?
Well, with my evasion, I take none.
Then as you sort of see him just about to breathe, his mouth opens and just sparks of white energy form as he rears back. You immediately dive almost underneath the roots of this tree, barely able to react and be unscathed in this massive attack. That is enough to alert everyone in town that something horrible just happened in the woods outside of town. Hakari, Burbage, let's start with what would you like to do?
We haven't rested.
Yeah.
I have rested.
I don't have any fucking spells. Okay, sorry.
You've all short rested. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I
Right,
used
that's
a lot
how
of
I-
spells.
That's
and
how I
things.
got hit points.
Yeah, but the long rest yet has not yet occurred.
Okay. So I hid under some roots of a tree or something, you said?
The tree is probably no longer there.
You hear a smashing down of a couple trees in the area. Sparks of embers from these trees that have almost been incinerated in places kind of float through the air, lighting up this grim scene around you.
Burbage has been thinking this whole time, well, last time I tried talking to a dragon and it worked. Maybe Hakari's got this. Maybe Hakari's got this. Maybe Hakari's... Oh, shit. Hakari hasn't got this. I think we're fighting the dragon. I think we're fighting the fucking dragon. All right. Burbage is in fight mode.
And Hakari?
Um,
Sorry, you just took a bite. My bad.
yeah. Dude, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. You were so excited to fight Pelototh.
But I'm mad at Hikari right now because she didn't remember that the thing was too big. It wasn't Darcy, it was Hikari. So I'm sorry, Burbage, what did you do? You just got like really pumped up?
It seems like it, yeah. Well, I mean, you can't see Burbage, but
From under the roots of a tree.
Oh.
You're, it's go time!
That's right. Yeah, I guess I get up and like, I don't know. Yeah! Woo! Well, I don't get up like, wait, if I get up, he's gonna take another shot at me, right?
I mean, first of all, maybe this will help. Roll another wisdom saving throw.
Thank you.
And this can help to determine what exactly your mental state is.
Are you just having Burbage not roll any wisdom saves?
You haven't actually seen this thing yet.
Oh,
really.
okay.
You've just seen the effects of it.
All right.
Hey, 21.
21. Hakari, something about the lightning jolting through your body sobered you up a bit? Actually kind of reminded you through the pain who you are. You're no longer scared of this thing. You can do what you want. Now, whether that is...
Also, this thing just hurt you real fucking bad.
Real bad. Now, whether that is talk, fight, it's up to you.
Can I do Hellish Rebuke? Oh, I have to do that right after.
It is right after. You can do that if you'd like.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Is this okay? I mean, is this a fucking ancient dragon? Are we?
Do you want to
we
peer
know?
around the corner? Look out from the roots?
God damn it! I should be able to tell from the footfalls.
Not quite with a would you roll in nature. It wasn't that great.
18.
18. Yeah. All right. So you stand back up, Hakari. You kind of point your finger. A small flame flickers from your finger, just like poofs in and out of existence, and then the sort of face of this creature lights up in your red flame, and goes out very quickly. He's smoking, and he sort of shakes his head a bit, and smiles. Mistake number 2. Charity, Stormbringer, Clem, you heard a ridiculous sound. The crack of gigantic thunder coming from a light show that just lit up the whole town, seemingly coming from the woods. Because you mostly saw it through the window, kind of on that east side of the house. What would you all like to do?
Charity's gonna probably stand up quickly enough to flip the table, or at least jar it backwards.
Sure. Aideen is already rushing toward a bow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Walls, Avery, I'm pretty sure Burbage just Burbaged.
Fuck.
I'm gonna start just bucking it towards Burbage.
And in my mind also,
speed is 40, just as a reminder. I'm faster than the average fast person.
Fair.
Clue.
Faster than the average fast person.
So I'm
You connect with
summoning Clue to me as quickly as he can get to me.
Immediate. Good. Clem.
And yeah, I'll run out and follow, and I'll make sure Randolph is following behind.
Slight note,
jump
Clem.
on my back as I'm passing you.
Nice. Yeah. Slight note, Clem, just to make sure this has nothing to do with the story that we're about to embark on. What have you done with the box? Where's that?
But can I carry it?
Yeah.
Because if I can, it would just be in one of my packs.
Okay. Okay, so you've stuffed it kind of in one of your giant packs on your back.
Mhm, one of my many packs.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I was basically, it was like, well, I'll mention it at some point, but there seemed like there were more pressing matters, so it's not really worth it.
No, you're good. You're totally good. I just I didn't know if you left it
Yeah, no.
or going to leave it inside the house or something. Yeah.
No. I think that she wants to keep it very close to her because she's not stupid.
Sure.
She knows that there's something crazy about it. They wanted her to work on it, and also that it fucking talked to her. So
yeah.
Andy,
yes.
Burbage doesn't think this dragon knows he's here, right?
You're not sure, but probably not, right? Yeah, you haven't seen it. You feel really well hidden. You completely dodged the blast. Yeah.
I want to do a surprise attack or something.
Yeah. If you kind of crawl out from under the roots and look that way at the dragon, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna brace myself, but I
with
want
advantage.
I want to. Wisdom save.
Yes.
20.
20 is just enough. Well done. You steal yourself. You Burbage. You think back to the wolves. The first time those wolves came after you, and you were so scared. And Avery was near you, and he just told you to breathe, and you just took a few breaths, and then opened your eyes and stared those wolves in the goddamn face. And that's what you have to do in this moment. You take a breath, and you see a target. This thing is not looking at you. It does not know you're here.
How far is it from me?
It's about 40 feet from Hakari, and Hakari's about 20 feet from you, so about 60.
60 feet, huh? Can I sneak closer to it?
You can try, yeah. Give me a sneak. Give me a stealth roll.
I'm going to use my my supreme snake.
Snack. You're going to use supreme snack.
Well, I don't know if I technically can. If I move no more than half my speed on the same turn, I'm trying to move more than half my speed, I think.
Okay.
But forget I said that.
But you can also dash, I guess, if you wanted to.
Well, 29 stealth.
It's pretty good. All right. Yeah, so with a 29.
I'm getting up close. I'm used to sneaking up on the wolves to pull their tails.
How far are you going? Yeah.
I'm going just enough to be within 30 feet of this dragon.
Do you have 30 feet movement?
Yeah, it's my speed.
Good. Okay. Just making sure. Halflings usually have 25. But I think
They usually have 12.
12.
They take leisurely walks.
All right. You, as Hakari is completely focused on this thing, and you see Hakari sort of snap their fingers, and that the face lights up in fire, and now it's smoking a bit. You can now see pretty well in this area, as just these red glowing embers are everywhere, lighting up this whole area. However, you don't think it sees you as you approach within 30 feet.
All right. I want to attack it with my crossbows.
Okay.
Dual crossbow attack. And I'm just gonna fucking go for it, because why not?
Okay.
I'm loading one unknown magical bolt into one of my crossbows, and my second unknown magical bolt into the other crossbow.
Let's do it. It's an 11.
20 to hit.
The attack is 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. The attack is 20.
I was like, what?
No, you're good.
Should I roll the offhand?
Just checking. Hold on. I mean, you'll want to do that anyway, but okay. As you fire, the bolt streaks through with just this faint, almost purple line in its trail, streaks through the trees. You've completely taken it off guard, but as it hits the skin, it ding, ding, bounces, falls to the ground, and the dragon, his eyes immediately shoot over toward you.
Did you how did you decide what the what the magical effect of this bolt was? Or did it not hit? It didn't even hit.
Oh yeah, it bounced off of his skin.
You
It
did
found
not.
no purchase.
20 doesn't beat its AC, or it doesn't meet its AC.
All
it's
right.
a dragon.
You have a second bolt.
I changed my mind. I don't want to fight the dragon.
That's how I feel.
Good thing we saved our game then.
I changed
Let's go back.
my mind.
Yeah, can we load a previous save?
I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah, easy.
unfortunately, D&D, like Elden Ring, does not have saves coming.
Offhand crossbow.
Let's do it.
29.
God, yeah, 29 will hit. Luckily, but
Jesus Christ.
I don't mean that like close.
But
I mean that as if
one?
it didn't. That's beyond us.
All right. Well, I want this to be the best unknown magical effect
Okay.
ever.
Roll sneak attack too. Don't forget.
32.
Jesus Christ.
I love
So
that
many
the 20,
dice.
the 29 attack did 1 piercing.
Yes. One piercing. So 33 total. All right. As
Plus whatever magical effect.
Yeah, as the bolt this time streaks in, he's looking straight at you. The first one just flung off his armor. He doesn't even care. He doesn't try to dodge. He just is gonna, it's gonna ricochet again. That's what he thinks. And this time it streaks and it finds purchase right between a couple of scales. And there's just a slight stinging sensation in his shoulder as he kind of looks down, and then an explosion happens. Scales immediately start to fly everywhere. One of them flings through the air and sticks straight into a tree right next to you. A giant
I'm grabbing
blue,
I'll
blue
give it to-
scale.
I'm grabbing that for Clem.
Okay. I mean, his shoulder, everything is still intact as the smoke clears, but there is a large unscaled area on this dragon. Effectively, you have lowered its AC at this point.
That's what I call loosening the pickle jar.
All right, Charity, Stormbringer.
That's what that bolt does.
Clem, you're riding on top of Stormbringer as they're in a full sprint, running through the streets here. People are also starting to kind of come out of their houses, trying to figure out now what's going on.
Wrong call.
You start to hear the bells again in the city, warning everyone. A guard starts to kind of run in the other direction, shouting, "Dragon! Another dragon!" And Charity Clue hops into existence right in front of you. And with one quick motion, you are immediately mounting.
I was going to say,
Clue.
I just want to, because I have the psychic connection with him at this point. While running along, Charity essentially just from Clem and Stormbringer's perspective jumps. And Clue will just phase in.
Yes, immediately under you. And now you are galloping just a little faster than Stormbringer, but not by much even.
Who wants to... Well, you two are faster to get... I'm going to go make sure they're not dying. Time to fly, buddy. At this point, Clue's speed is 90.
Excellent. You leap into the air, bounding up, 20, 40 feet above the ground, easily able to clear the houses, the wall that has been set up, and you're making your way to the tree line. now that you are over the wall, you see a large swath of trees that have toppled and are burning, and these sparks of embers are lighting up the entire area. And you see once again this crackle of energy kind of quickly spinning off the back of a giant blue dragon.
Oh, sorry. I can wait.
Yeah, and Clem, do you have any? Yeah,
Is it just Stormbringer and I together right now?
running through the streets. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to reach into my pack while I'm clinging, and I'm going to pull out 2 vials, and I'm going to hand one to Stormbringer while I run. And I'm just going to say, drink this, and I'm going to chug it as we get closer.
Okay.
And it's one of my, whatever the fuck it's called, experimental elixir.
Mhm.
So this one is the resilience. It just increases your AC by 1.
Solid.
So I already know you have a very high AC, but I figure like fuck it, the 2 of us are
Doesn't
here.
hurt.
So now my AC is a 15. Woo.
Solid.
I'll just check
Yeah,
that
it's-
while I'm running.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just a quick thing, and it lasts for 10 minutes. So I figured we would like do it once we get closer to the thing.
But narratively, at 10 minutes, it doesn't matter in D&D
Yeah,
rounds of combat.
Right, exactly. So yeah,
Yeah.
we each have an AC of +1.
All right, Stormbringer, you're leaping over carts. You are running off the sides of houses. Charity has taken to the air, and all you can think of is there's no more charges for Burbage in his sweater, which I think is true, right? I think we've used all of them.
I don't know. I was confused by the way you wrote the item.
It only had that one limited amount of charges, and
Okay.
then, yeah, it doesn't recharge.
Sorry, I keep accidentally putting spells in.
You're good.
I'm trying to just click information. My fingers are too fat.
Incidentally, for chat, there is no like battle map or anything, so you're
Yes,
not
sorry,
seeing. No, you're just
yeah.
not seeing anything. I didn't want people to be like, can we see what's happening?
purely in
Also,
theater of
now
mind.
that I've leveled up as well, my experimental elixirs are also restorative reagents, and so we get temporary hit points of 2d6 plus my intelligence modifier.
Solid.
So
Yeah, I don't think you have
I'll just
temporary hit
roll
points
it.
yet, so
2d6.
Wow.
Sweet, so we get 17 temporary hit points, Lena.
damn,
That
that's
was
nice.
2 6s.
That is very helpful.
Sure was.
Hakari, you've just kind of snapped again your fingers. The dragon has now kind of leaned back down. You saw the explosion in its shoulder, and you see that a large chunk of its scales have flown off. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm thinking. I can't click on stuff like to look
That's
at
fine.
it. So under I'm sorry, I lost my place.
What you thinking of?
Okay. Under Scorching Ray in my second. Am I like close enough to do that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll it either. There we go.
See, it's
Yeah. Are you close enough to do this? Yes,
yeah, it's
definitely.
120.
Yeah.
So can I aim for like the like part that isn't protected?
Yeah, that's represented by lowering his AC, so you can just kind of aim for him
Okay.
and see if you hit. Yeah, so go ahead. You can count that first one if you want, since I rolled it, but it's up to you.
24, then a 22.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Whichever one will hit, I guess.
You roll it 3 times at level 2, so one more.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to reopen my thing.
No worries. I can also do it if you want.
Go ahead.
And an 11. The first 2 hit, certainly. doing a total of 14 fire damage to it. One of them streaks in, and well, again, you probably wouldn't quite have hit that first time. Streaks in and hits this area of its shoulder that has been exposed, and it rears back in pain. 14 damage.
Is Shield of Faith a bonus action? It's up on, I think it is.
Can't use this spell slot using spell as a bonus action.
That's
and then
right.
Cast anything other than a cantrip.
So I can't use it as a bonus action ever.
No.
Yes,
you could use it as a bonus action, but then you'd have to cantrip, and you've already used Scorching Ray. So now
Got it.
you can't use that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But next turn you could Shield of Faith and then like Sacred Flame it or something.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right. So your Scorching Ray hits. Is that all you're doing?
Can't I only do one thing?
I mean, there's movement.
Yeah, I will get far away from it. Combat. Can I get out of its like zone where it could do stuff?
You think its reach, is 10 to 15 feet because it's giant.
So I'll run back.
Yeah, and you can run back about 30 feet if you want.
Cool. I'll do that.
Okay. All right. We'll say narratively, Charity, you are sort of just cresting over the trees. You see this Scorching Ray that you recognize coming from Hakari hit this creature. And it looks like he's attempting to regain his breath weapon.
Narratively, since I was just flying in and I had a sense that this was a dragon, basically last round, so to speak, is it okay if I kind of got something ready since I wasn't using my movement?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. And as it's kind of rearing back and starting to gain this electrical energy in its mouth again, that's exactly when Hakari hits it, and he has to slam his jaw shut from the pain, and the energy dissipates. He does not seem to have the breath weapon yet.
Charity, while flying, is going to sort of turn. Seamus, one of the orange bottles, please.
You catch it in midair, yeah.
I'm going to fly over it, and as a free dropping it, drop a vial.
Sure.
Down. And I'm going to have been about 100-ish feet away. Up, meaning. So, like, cruising in over, because it's sort of focused on this. And this, you'll see just a little, like, vial drop, and it drops 200 feet instantly. And you'll just hear... and from the air, live, encircle and kill. And 10 caltrops soaked in orange grung poison will spring into life and begin to whirl around it, attacking. And the chair's going to go, ethereal plane now, Clue.
And then just silently you disappear from view as these things start whirling around, attacking. And
Nice.
that's so much dice. It's not even loaded in yet. There we go.
I don't think any of them hit, though. The highest I have are 19s.
Oh, damn.
All of these just are bouncing. You hear them clink, 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 clink.
Well, unless there's any flanking or surprise giving them advantage.
You know what? Totally, yes. We'll say all of these have advantage on this first round because that was wild.
So 3 of them hit?
So there was a 27... 3 27s, basically.
All hit, yeah.
15... 20 damage, and then 3 hits of orange grung poison.
Excellent. All right. you see sort of small bubbles, kind of orange bubbles form on the skin of this dragon. And when they pop, they release sort of a fiery whoosh of flame, and then some sort of kind of orangish pus comes out of each of them, and the dragon is looking around immediately for any of this. You see it then not able to get its breath weapon, being attacked from spaces it doesn't even see yet, twice now in very short amount of time. It takes to the air with its giant wings and starts to then move toward the city. And it's moving as fast as it can. Both rounds, both actions are its movement. It is going to beat its wings as kind of a legendary action, and so Hakari, I just need a dexterity saving throw from you as it moves past you.
Orange is also, I believe, the sensory poison.
I was thinking red.
No, it's the blind deaf one.
Yeah. So he needs to make some rolls here. Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say wisdom?
Well,
Dex.
Dex.
Yeah.
And also, he might be more confused than he thinks he is.
Oh, great.
And you see him just rushing around, feeling on the ground. Let's see if perception and disadvantage. It does. Okay, so it finds the giant spear on the ground, raises it in its. It looks normal in his hands, which are just gigantic arms and hands. And then he's having trouble getting off the ground at this point because he can't quite see how close he is to these trees, and he just keeps smacking his wings into the trees. But he does have this giant spear in its hand now.
So did it hit me or not?
It did not. It did not.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't do the thing that it thought it was going to.
Yeah, my
It's now experiencing some severe distress because it's been attacked from it doesn't know where, and senses just got cut off.
Yeah. All right, Clem and Stormbringer, as fast as you're possibly running, you're clearing the gates of the city. You can see up ahead, still about another 100 feet or so to the tree line, and then this thing is just beyond that, so it's about 120 feet from you.
I could shoot it with my long. No, I'm gonna keep running. It's more effective for me to be closed.
Okay.
I can throw Clem while I run. If you want to be closer.
Deploy!
Um,
Go, spell slotless caster.
I was looking at something. Okay, 30 feet. No, that's not. Did I? Yes, I did. Be quiet. You said we're 120 feet from it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Stormbringer can get you closer. I think how fast can you run?
I could just. I mean, I don't have a whole lot. What is the distance of you? No. I'll just do a firebolt.
Fair. You've seen this thing work wonders. Give me a roll. 13, I'm afraid, does not quite hit.
Question: in its impaired state, is it able to be aware that Clem and
You know what? I'd say no. Yeah, since
because
you're
enemies
just
that can't
joining.
see you?
Yeah, advantage this one. Let's do that.
Oh, nifty.
24 finally, yes, does hit.
Oh, but that's so much
But it
less
it
damage.
inverted the roll and the damage.
Can I take the 24 damage that I did with the one I missed?
I'm sorry, no. We're gonna do this. So 8 damage. As a firebolt slams into kind of its back, kind of haunch.
Yeah, take that.
You see it turn in pain, but it's not looking at you at all. It doesn't know where that came from. Burbage. And Stormberger, you're just running as fast as you can.
I like that you basically become a siege tower with Clem.
Yeah, at this point.
So, okay, it is trying to rise up into the air, but not
Seems
really
like it, yeah.
finding much success. I have a question, a request for you, oh dear wise benevolent DM.
Yeah.
I forgot about my latest feat that I took, the Piercer feat, that allows me to re-roll an attack's damage die when it does piercing damage.
Yes.
Could I retroactively do that for that first hit?
Sure.
So change the one of like that piercing damage and just kind of retroactively.
Can you do that with sneak attack? Right? Because it's
Once,
damage.
No, it was just the one damage that was
No,
piercing.
I'm just saying in general. Yeah.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can So is the sneak attack doing the same type of damage?
You can only roll one of the attack's damage die.
Yeah.
Oh, fair then. Yeah. So
I'm doing it with just the one.
But if you did roll max damage like on your actual die and you got a sneak attack, that is considered piercing damage from that attack. So you could re-roll one of those ones.
Yeah. Nice.
Should I do that instead?
No, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
The math is the same. You rolled a min on your...
Yeah.
It's just you would always basically, with the way you have your dice pool, you'll always be able to pick, I'm re-rolling the one.
And it makes... It's a D6, right? So I'm just rolling a D6 and just trying to do a little bit extra.
Yep.
I'm just trying to like take advantage of this latest feat I have.
That's exactly what it's for.
And it's once per turn. It's not once per like combat.
No, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So every time you attack, you can just or hit, you can.
So it's a 2.
A little bit better.
Hey, it's 34 damage instead of 33 from you. So.
That's funny. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, so now, how far up in the air from me is this dragon?
It's not quite up in the air yet. It's attempting to fly.
Still essentially within range of me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also have this ring of spell storing. What does Fairy Fire do? It gives advantage.
Yeah.
To everyone. Yeah.
To everybody. And would that be beneficial right now? I mean, I feel like we've been kind of getting advantage because of surprise attacks, because of flanking.
Which surprise attacks are kind of going away. It
realizing would suck, and it is surrounded currently by like a fucking Cuisinart of caltrops. So
I think. Wait, what is?
So the advantage would be good.
That would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was considering it too, but I wasn't close enough. Yeah. So I think you gotta do it.
I think Burbage will use his ring of spell storing and try to cast Fairy Fire.
Solid. Okay.
I do not think I have that kind of built into my character sheet. So I think what we were doing was just kind of...
And it's Clem's role anyway, because it uses the caster's attributes.
Right, that one I got from Clem, and then the other one
I
got
cast
from...
that into it. Okay,
Yeah.
So Clem, what's the DC on that?
on my or for my spell stuff.
Yeah.
My DC is 17.
It is lit up.
Woo!
What color of fire do you have for your fairy fire there, Clem?
Probably just like uncomfortable puke green.
Okay. It's
I
glowing.
like that the modifier was uncomfortable, though.
The blue dragon with its white electricity streaking through it, now in a puke green haze with
Sickly and
red
kind of dripping
embers
almost
all over. Yeah, this is a rainbow of color going on.
Nice.
It is now completely lit up.
All right.
In that direction.
Burbage shouts up at it. That's what I call casting fairy fire on the pickle jar.
In the plane ethereal, you just hear Charity say to Clue, "What the fuck does Burbage do to his pickle jars?"
And also, getting flashbacks back to pickle barrel smells.
Episode 1. Wow.
Is this the result of that trauma?
Maybe.
Or was that trauma the result of your behavior towards pickle jars, much like the wolves chasing you?
Fair.
Very good question. What was that roll that you just rolled, Andy?
You're good, don't worry.
That's the recharge, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Burbage shouts that and then runs away.
Gotcha.
He runs just away from the dragon, like far enough away that he is not in danger.
Okay.
Diefield, then.
Yeah, right. No, just like 60 feet away. Because on a future turn, assuming that the dragon remained in the same fucking spot, theoretically, if I was 60 feet further away, I could move, dash, and then attack, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm moving 60 feet away, but I'm shouting about pickle jars the whole time, trying to get him to be distracted and focusing on me for when the other people attack him.
Yep, gotcha.
Because he can't possibly, he can't hit me from 90 feet away, right?
Impossible.
Okay, great. Then I feel great about it.
Looks at amount of forest devastated.
Burbage is feeling very brave because he passed that.
Burbage sprints away, taunting him the whole way. Realizes he doesn't clear the swath of devastation. He's like,
I'm still within the swath of devastation.
If only there was a sign.
Burbage has that woman do it like with doing math equations in the air around her head. GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hakari, what would you like to do?
So, am I able to get within, kind of what Burbage was talking about, get within 60 feet, do something, and then back up?
Yeah, only about, you only have to move like 15 feet or so to get within that.
Okay, so I'm going to move till I'm within 60 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Harm.
Oh. All right, let's do that.
Harm is good shit.
Okay, please roll 14d6.
Okay. How would I even do that? Like, just roll, like...
I can even...
You do it, like, a
space
couple
D, 14d6.
Thank you.
$40.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Cool. It has no idea that you were even doing this. You think that you reach to sort of the core of this being and just kind of wilt it, sores opening up all over on its sides. And as he seems to concentrate, he lowers his head. You didn't quite do as much damage as you'd like. it seems metagame. It seems like he failed, but used a legendary action to save on that one. So he's going to take 20 necrotic damage. And then you
I
back up. Yeah, brilliant. And Charity.
Mentally, Charity's going to have told Clue the plan, which is reapparate. Charity does his thing, and then Clue moves after that, so that he is consistently not the source of where the damage is. I'm going to appear spiritual weapon upcast to level 4 is going to appear and attack him.
Okay.
$29
hits.
11 force damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to silver flame darts, because that's a bonus action. Then my full action. That's a crit for 31.
Let's roll.
A 20 and a 22. I believe the
22 will hit. Yeah.
The 22 hits. I couldn't remember if the 21 hit now because I don't know where its AC is. I just know it's lower.
Yeah.
Okay, so for starters, 21, 37 fire damage.
Solid.
I thought that you had rolled on the table instead of me, and I was like, holy aura? That doesn't seem good.
Yeah, no, not me.
Sorry.
That's
it's because I have to trap it with my finger.
Damn it. No, you're good. Weapon Sunder. I dislodged his weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
What does that mean?
We'll say his tail was about to kind of swipe in at Hakari, and the spiritual weapon sort of struck, lobbed off one of the giant spikes on its tail, which falls to the ground.
Is he no longer carrying the dragon spear?
Oh yeah, he's carrying a weapon.
That's probably more. That's probably more accurate. So yeah, we'll say that you slice into his arm and he didn't see where it was coming, and he drops the dragon spear.
Okay. At this, I'm going to zip.
Yeah.
Basically 60 or something feet in a different direction from where the firebolts came from. The spiritual weapon is above him somewhat, but like sort of towards the front. I'm rotating around. And now it is time for my lovely animated caltrops to do their thing.
Let's do it.
Processing.
Non-advantage on this one, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's fairy fire.
It's fairy fired.
What the hell? Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna say damage. Can people keep a running tally in their heads?
That's
11.
all of them? Oh, except for one. Yeah.
11, 16. I guess I'm keeping the tally.
27.
24.
Oh, no. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
24, 32, 38, 45, 50, 57, 65. That is also 9 hits for in terms of any poison effects, etc. that you want to do.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, no. Grung poison is nasty. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I know, Andy.
Oh, yes, of course. All right. Very good. As all of that is happening, he's looking pretty weathered. This has taken a toll on him. He's not quite bloodied. And he immediately pats on the ground just a couple times trying to find that spear. Doesn't find it. And just now gets kind of his bearings, because last time he just hit trees, and he shifts over it a little bit. And you just hear him. This isn't over. I will be back. And then and he just is taking off straight up into the air. spiritual weapon gets an attack of opportunity. I don't think I'm going to say that the constructs each have an attack of opportunity.
And that's fine. I was actually going to say, like, we can keep the spiritual weapon one, but we probably don't. Unless I'd like told them to watch for it or something. I would say that like I could have changed their instruction to be, if it flees, kill it type of thing.
Yeah.
This was cast at level 4. It has advantage. It's a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
For 11, 17, 28, and rolling on the table. Knocks it back, which would be down.
Yeah. So because it was above it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So as it's taking off, smacked it in its face, and it immediately has to divert away from just going straight up. Because of that, it now flies very low through a couple trees. Stormbringer, you're going to get a hit on it because of that.
I also wanted to ask, how close did we get before?
At this point, it's going to come real close to you. And if you want to do something, fine.
I do.
We're
but
still kind of
Stormbringer
nebulous.
can go first. But yeah, I wanted to try something.
It's still fairy fired, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that just follows it.
Yeah.
23?
23 hits then, yeah.
I would say I was also raging at this point.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What did my rage go up to? So that's 20 total damage.
20 total damage. At this point, you have made this thing bloody. As you slice into it, blood just sort of sprays over you and Clem. As you jump in the air and with your glaive, I assume the glaive, right? Was that it?
Yes.
Just carve a bit into this thing, its shoulder and its arm.
This is an attack of opportunity, right? So there's no option for me to like try to grab onto it and not let it fucking get away and keep stabbing it.
You know what? This is kind of your turn too. Let's say you grab or try to grab onto it if you want.
Hey, Clem, time to go for a ride.
Clem,
you can get off anytime. What do I need to roll for that?
A grapple, let's say.
So that's athletics?
Yeah.
Athletics and you're raging. Nice.
So 23?
Okay, yeah, so you will successfully grab onto this thing. However, its momentum is now taking you with it.
Yeah, I've definitely jumped off.
Okay.
And I want to, but while
Was
I'm
that
very
my action, my second? Do I have a second attack?
You do. We can even say as part of that a second attack that you grab onto it. Yeah.
Cool. I'll do my second attack and then you do your thing, Clem.
Yes.
Sorry.
No.
26 hits.
26 hits. Yeah, with one hand you're holding onto a leg, and you with this glaive just strike straight into its calf.
So it's 28 damage total.
28 damage. I love it.
And that's me.
Nice. And Clem.
This is probably stupid, but I want to use my new medallion of detect thoughts to try and detect its thoughts.
Okay.
Because I'm curious as it's running away. I want to know what it's thinking. So I get access to...
Do you have to touch it for that, or is that...
No, within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet, great.
So that's why I was waiting until we were very close.
Yeah.
So basically I get... I could automatically get surface thoughts without any kind of roll. So if you want to tell me any fun surface thoughts, other than I guess, ow, fuck, this hurts or something, but
it's other than quickly, it's going to eat this thing that is attached to its leg. That's what it's trying to do.
I want to have. So then it's a wisdom save. It's very low too, because it's just a fucking item. It's not my own save.
Sure.
So
19.
Defo saves. Okay, so then Clem is sad because that she wanted to. Basically, I wanted to get information about where it was fucking going. You know,
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
like what it was thinking about and who it was go. Like I don't know. I wanted that kind of.
Yeah. Its surface thoughts are I need to get away. I'm going to eat this thing on my leg. And Renair will not Raynar will not be pleased. Ragnar.
Okay, and then um, can I make a reaction while it's like vaguely my turn, or is that like?
Kind of. I mean, it's also moving past you very quickly.
Just for safety, I
Yeah.
think I'm just gonna cast Featherfall on Stormbringer.
Okay.
That's a reaction
I-
cast,
Aw,
I think.
thank you.
It's a
Yeah.
reaction cast, yeah, but I
it up
I
and
need to be
ready.
within 60
Yeah.
feet, so I wanted to do, and it lasts a minute.
Yeah. So
So
as
I
this thing
wanted
is
to do
pulling
it.
away,
Yeah,
just
as she's
within.
pulling away, I want to
Yeah.
cast Featherfall on Stormbringer, so just in case if she lets go or whatever, she will be fine.
As she gets
Thanks.
about
I was
60
just gonna
feet.
take a lot of damage from falling because I have
I
the health.
figured you
This is
would, but I
better.
thought that I would just allow that
Yeah.
maybe not to be a thing.
Featherfall, the spell you never need until you really
need it.
Right,
need
and
it.
you'd be I guess I could like watch you, but I didn't know if he'd fly that way and you'd be 60 feet out of range in all directions. So
Yeah. So very quickly, as he's going up at an angle, she's 60 feet off the ground, and that's when you cast it just before
Yeah.
she's out of your range.
Yeah.
And this thing seems to be now just fucking off, not getting the thing that seemingly it wanted, which was knowledge. Well, it got some knowledge of what happened here, but didn't pick up this spear that it was definitely trying to find and go for. Are you going to try to pursue this thing, or for the rest of you, we'll get to Stormbringer in a second, but obviously Stormbringer's pursuing.
No.
I feel like Charity sees bring it. And it's like, oh god, no. Clue, we should go. So I think Clue can probably at least mostly keep up with it. His flying speed is 90.
Yeah. This thing is double booking it, so it's moving a little faster.
Was there any moment in there when, like, during the? I mean, because I know we're doing this. We don't have any technical initiative right now.
Sure.
But was there a moment there after, like, the forceful hit, the knocking back, where Burbage could have gotten in one last attack, like with his
Like as it
crossbows?
swept away over him?
As it came down over Clem and Stormbringer?
I was thinking you were still kind of a little bit further away in the forest, that it's direct line, only Stormbringer and Clem really got
Okay, so
much of a reaction.
No real chance of attacking.
It definitely didn't get within 5 feet of you for like an opportunity attack.
Oh, it would have to be. It would have to be that way for an opportunity.
Because that's kind of what it triggered with them.
All right, cool. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
All good.
So I'm pursuing it.
Sure.
And Clue is just going to be doing his equivalent of dashing. So he's moving 180 or what he needs to in order to keep me within 60-ish feet of this thing.
Yeah. He's double dashing then, essentially here.
I'm gonna silver flame darts into it first.
Okay.
$28, $24, $24.
All 3 hit.
34 points of damage.
Very nice.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon will appear in front of it. Like I'm trying to intersect its movement to again leave an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
With it. But this spiritual weapon will be cast at level 8.
Okay.
Uh, 26 for another 32 damage.
Solid. Okay.
And as much as I can, I'm also having Clue like get me into range, attacks start, and then peeling out of, where the attack path was.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. As you're holding onto it, the wind is whipping by you, Stormbringer, as fast as it can. It's almost deafening. Because it feels you on it, it's having a hard time still sensing things. So it's not going to bite or claw or try to tail you. However, you see this giant ball of energy forming in its mouth as it rears back, lifts up its leg where it can feel you, and I need
Are
you to make
dragons flexible like cats?
Yeah,
He's
he
also
licks his balls
giant.
all the time.
He's got a way bigger neck than a cat. Sure. Yeah, and it's just sticking one leg straight out like a cat.
It stops in the air, rotates.
Yeah.
Like,
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
No, don't knock the microphone.
I
over,
have the
please.
thing that gives me advantage if it's an effect I can see, so it's just a wash, right?
Normal, yeah.
Fuck. 4.
Oof.
All right. Please take
Jesus fuck.
76 lightning damage.
Oy.
At least you have an extra 17 hit points.
And make a strength save to see if you can hold on through all of this.
apologies to people seeing cams flicker in and out. I was trying to get the alignment back.
Okay.
That's many damages. It's too many damages.
It's a lot of damage. Would you? I don't. How close are you following, Charity?
Me?
Yeah. Because this is kind of backward.
I'm, in all truth, and sorry, this isn't like me like, oh, no, I was totally... One, I probably would have been... Because I think I'm as fast as it, if not faster, which means I'm able to
Pretty
pull
close,
back into the range that I need. So I'm probably 80-ish, and I'm usually off. Because I'm almost doing attack runs strafing in on its back and then peeling up and off to the side.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 for my strength save.
I was gonna say, how much damage did you take from that? Are you resistant to lightning?
I'm not resistant to lightning. I don't think I'm resistant to lightning. I don't think I'm resistant to lightning.
Okay,
So
I think
it was 76.
that's enough then to knock you off.
But I don't want to get off the dragon, Andy.
Sure. You begin to slowly fall. You're only about 80, 90 feet up, though, at this point.
But yeah, you still drift down very slowly.
Yeah, you're going to drift down. And it's going to continue on as fast as it
How
can.
slowly am I drifting?
Featherfall is... Let me pull it up. You fall to 60 feet per round. So 60 feet per second. 6 seconds, I mean. Right?
Yeah. So it's 10 feet a second. Never mind. I don't think I'd have time to grab him again.
No, it's very
Not quite. And Charity, what are your intentions? Are you going to try to just
push me back towards him?
Catch Stormbringer and keep pursuing, or
yeah, probably.
Okay, so you'd have to deviate a little bit,
So first thing, he kept moving.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon got an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it did.
Because I left it there. $30 for 29 damage. So Stormbringer is falling, but she's. Let me just check one thing. Sorry.
Oh, and at the end of its turn, Constitution save from poison. It's a +8, and that's a 22. It now can see.
Do I get the sense that it can see?
At this point, yeah, it's not just sort of flying randomly,
Sort of like,
and it does kind of then look back toward you guys.
If it can see now, I would probably no longer be pursuing.
Okay.
That feels like a lot of danger up in the air.
Okay, so you deviate just a bit to go catch Stormbringer, and it just keeps on going.
I would say that the last thing I would do is, because I'm a petty player, it absolutely does take one more round of Silver Flame Darts, though.
Fair. All right, let's do that.
All of which hit for another 33 damage.
Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. That's one of his wings is kind of caught on fire as he's then disappearing up into the clouds.
Nice.
And you have Stormbringer in your head. In your not your head. In your on your steed. You look down. Then the town has untouched. You see your friends standing up in the clearing far below that the dragon had made. You see a giant spear still laying where it dropped it. You have a hard time finding any losing in this situation. This was very good.
Stormbringer isn't currently eating its heart.
Fair.
No fucking survivors. Like, fuck. It's gonna go back and tell stories to Ragnar or whatever his name is. But at least he didn't fuck up the town and we're all alive.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Fates of Ryn.
Good job, everyone.
We did not get to sleep.
We did not
Yeah,
get to
wow,
sleep.
I definitely thought we would, huh?
I kind of did too. I thought that you wouldn't even notice the dragon coming back for the spear, but someone had to go back and check it out.
Oh, look, that was just supposed to be the dragon coming and picking it up.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't get it, though.
And he's going to then maybe wonder and maybe sniff around a little bit to figure out what happened to Pelatoth. But
Hakari and Burbage had to opt out of the conversation.
Love it.
Instead, he finds two still slightly drunk adventurers who decide it's go time in a 2v1 on an ancient dragon, and then the entire party showed up.
Hell yeah.
I love it. He talked too much. That was his problem.
I don't want it to heal. I don't want it to go away and heal.
Yeah, it's very rude.
Yeah, it's also very upset. and knows
Oh, wow.
who helped Pelatoth.
Add him to the list.
You've made another enemy.
Yay!
To Pelatoth's question, yeah, we piss off pretty much everyone.
I wish we'd killed that dragon.
I was trying to go with my, okay, don't be, maybe it's just the fear, and he's like an okay dragon, and I tried to go with that, and then it backfired. Now I'm mad.
Didn't backfire that bad. Honestly, going with it or lying would probably have just resulted in him having the spear and being like, all right, I guess you can live. Peace.
Right.
Guess that's true.
Yeah, you postponed it long enough for everyone else to get there, and for Stormbringer
didn't die.
Right.
I legitimately was expecting to roll up and be like, first action, revivify.
Yep, I was expecting to die. I was like, whatever.
You got him monologuing. That was the problem. He was too curious. Yeah. Anyway, that's it tonight. I forgot we're still alive. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. We love you very much. Come here. What do we got next?
Next week, I believe we have Tier on Tuesday.
Tuesday? Cool.
I don't remember if we have Monster of the Week.
It's possible that we're still voting on it.
Okay,
and
we're
then
still
Spire
possibly
should-
Monster
is
League
on
on Wednesday.
Spire should end on Thursday.
Spire will end
Don't
on
you say
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, this chapter, perhaps. We'll
Season
see.
arc chunk.
Season arc. Yeah, so come hang out, or just again type !Discord in the chat, and you can join our Discord and just hang out with us all the time. So thank you very much. We love you. Have an excellent evening. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Well done, friends. That
I like how we led this with I've never fought a dragon, blah blah blah. Have now fought dragon.
Mhm.
I'm feeling more confident in our ability to fight dragons now, although I think Andy was also going a little easy on us.
I kind of feel bad because
Yeah.
it's like if you have you don't want to have a good dress rehearsal.
right.
Then you're
Well-
gonna make all the mistakes on the performance. Like
Because ancient dragons will have multiple legendary resistances and like legendary actions every turn, and then if you fight
Yeah.
them in their lair, then they'll have lair actions as well. And
Yeah, I'm not going to.
He did at least
house.
have at least one legendary resistance.
Yeah,
But
he
I
did
don't think
use
he's gonna
one
use
of them.
Legendary actions.
And generally,
He did.
we
one,
didn't
but-
use things that had them because I'm much more effective blitzing with attack rolls.
there's
Yeah.
legendary resistance. Does that
When he fails a
Cover?
save, instead he succeeds.
yeah,
Is it
usually I think
automatically succeeds.
generally I think they have 3 for like
Usually,
ones that are
yeah.
that strong.
This one was even bumped up than normal.
and he
So,
he can recover those like with rest or something?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh man, I wasted those. I mean, like it was so cool getting that one bolt in there, blowing up his scales, and
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, the fact
lowering
that
his AC.
that he turned away from the idea of just trying to kill people to, I need to get out of here. I need to get the spear. I need to that was because you hit him so hard so quickly.
Was he
Yeah.
gonna try to kill like random people, like the caravan people and shit?
He was that first time when I thought it was the different grung poison. He was headed to the
I was
city.
gonna say
to
that was laying
decimate it.
waste to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on his way, and the fact that he was blind and deaf made him go into panic. Made me go into panic mode also. So
And I bet he can't just grow those scales back, right?
it's gonna. Yeah, he needs
So
to do something else.
Maybe is his AC? I hope permanently lessened.
Yeah, until he can
Unless
do
you
some
like
other thing.
capture a cleric with greater restoration, I guess.
Can I add a blue dragon scale to my
Yeah,
we don't just so we don't forget that Burbage
It's also
said
probably a
he was gonna-
lot of blue dragon blood around.
Yeah, you're covered in blue dragon blood. You
Yeah,
and Stormbringer.
that's gonna go in some vials. I have now white dragon blood and blue dragon blood.
Lovely.
I forgot you took some Peleotos blood.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, real quick, just kind of saying something that you really enjoyed or really liked or proud of. Everyone had some cool moments.
I'm proud I didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got scared. I immediately went into friend mode, like, oh shit, my friends are gonna die, and I didn't warn them that this was.
Didn't think this was coming.
That big of a thing. I thought you were gonna. Oh no, the spear's gone tomorrow. Oh, there's tracks. There must have been a dragon here. But yeah, you did great, and yeah, you did not die.